Hey there, gorgeous gays! Version 2 here with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's been about two hot weeks. Oh, such sexy fucking weeks it's been. Since we last played this. So I had to have crews remind me of like, what did we actually do last time? It's been so long since I played it. We were on the minecarts. We went through the mines. We went onto the minecarts. We played as Yuffie while we were like jumping around ropes and everything. We were shooting a bunch of stuff on the minecarts. Cloud Jr. showed up. There was that. We saw a giant whale, which was called a weapon. Yuffie was talking about how it's just like, yeah, Wutai's actually also got like a plan and everything for our revolution. And Barrett's just like, a plan? What the fuck is that? It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Like every moment that we have, well, most moments that we have story in a Final Fantasy VII setting, the story's been pretty fucking sick. I'm honestly still shocked that we got like half of an open world zone before we got to this. We had so much like non-open world stuff, and then we got half of a zone, and then we're back into this already. It's like the big thing is for open world stuff is like, I'm enjoying the open world stuff. As I've said before, I don't think the open world stuff in this game is bad. It had a lot of red flags, but it turned out all of those flags didn't need to be red. They were actually secretly green. I'm just colorblind, it turns out. Or from a really long distance, like the green looks red. But at this point, my worry for the open world is more so, we're like getting up there in chapter numbers. I don't know how many chapters the game is. The previous game was 18. It's really the only thing I can base anything off of. We're getting up there in chapter numbers, and we've had a lot of story with only like half an open world section. So my only worry is, depending on how many open world zones that we have, I'm worried that we're gonna get to a point sooner or later where it's like basically like 3 open world sections in a row. Like I'm worried that we're gonna have moments later on where it's gonna be similar to Grasslands to Junon, where where you get like a small section of like a mithril mines breaking it up and that's it. And stuff like that. It's like the only thing I'm worried about at this point is, are we gonna get to a point where we have like, it's basically 6 or 7 streams in a row of open worlds, but it's different things. Also, as I saw a tweet, which will lined up perfectly for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like some other games that are called open world games, are not open world games. They are not an open world where you go into the game, here is your giant open world, you can go anywhere in the open world. This game is, here's a linear section, here's an open world. Here's a linear section, here's a little bit of open world. Here's a linear section, here's a bit of an open world. Here's a linear section, here's an open world. So it's not open world design, it's anal bead design. That's the shape of it. A straight line, a little bit. Straight line, a little bit. Straight line, a little bit. And everything like that. And when it's at a point where, like, the chord between two of them is, like, really long, and there was, like, a tiny little one in the middle of it, and so I'm just really worried that they're just, like, slowly edging us and teasing us for a long time, and then it gets to the point where there's gonna be 3 giant ones in a row that they're gonna rip out really fast. That's, like, my main concern at this point for the open world. Because it also looks like, if I look dead ahead to our next objective, it also doesn't look like open world. It also doesn't look like we're about to go somewhere that's an open world. It looks like we're about to go to somewhere else. But, you know, again, like, at this moment, it's not a problem. I'm just worried. It's just something I'm worried about later. Because, again, the chapter numbers are starting to get up there.
I am not looking forward to this.
Your homecoming?
You'll see.
Barrett, I literally made the title of the stream, Barrett's Totally Happy Homecoming. Don't immediately prove me a liar. Jesus. God. You know, if this was a dramatic video game that wanted to have an intense moment, this suspension bridge would... I'm saying that literally happened in the first chapter of the game when we were crossing a bridge and it broke. That literally already happened in this game. I don't think it needs to happen again. That is a trope that the game accomplished in day 1. Day 1? I guess it's the second game. Day 1 of game 2, I guess. North Corel. We have a town. Home sweet home, North Corel.
Wow. Look who it is.
The great Sir Wallace has graced us with his presence.
Oh, people seem to like him. People here seem to be a fan of his, definitely.
Surprised he had the balls to come back, but we're so glad he did.
There. A hero's
The
way.
guy has a gun for an arm.
Leave him alone!
So Wallace, well, Barrett's a 9.
Don't.
What?
Whatever.
Oh, the shades are on.
Let's go.
Now the shades are on. Now the shades go
Word
on.
to the wise. Stay far away from that asshole.
Now where'd our buddies in black get to?
New Queen's Blood awaits in North Corel.
Well, I'll be. Not often you get visitors.
The fact I'm honestly shocked you're allowing it. Honestly, like
Never forget that day as long as I live.
the way that people are acting here, I'm honestly shocked we're allowed to just walk in.
Which of you dicks killed the bottle?
Him. Go get more.
The hell I did. Get it yourself.
With what money, you shit for brains? Why'd we have to go and waste it on Barrett?
Ha 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 ha! You wasted your booze, you dickheads. It was one of the Blackwood Queen's Blood appointments. Ha ha! You wasted your booze, you dumbasses.
Kind of the outsiders.
I heard tell Barrett came waltzing back into town after all this time. Now's our chance to dump his ass down a mine shaft. I do you one better. Dump him in the reactor.
Use him as a plug to stop the monsters from pouring out.
So, there's immediately a high level of what the fuck happened going on here. So that's the thing, Barrett not pushing back. Like, think about Barrett and his history with people shit-talking him. Think about what we've already seen of people shit-talking Barrett in this game. And the previous game. He does not handle it well. Barrett doesn't handle people talking shit to him or talking down to him well. He usually always snaps back with a line. Unless, like, Tifa holds him back, depending on the situation. Like, think of the Shinra middle manager. Where it's just like, hey, we just bombed everything. And it's like, they're trying to catch us. And he still has to take the moment or anything like that. So what does it say that Barrett is just like, don't when it comes to this place? And is just like, letting people talk shit and is just trying to ignore them? Does he feel guilty about something that happened here? And he like actually thinks I was in the wrong, I have fucked over these people? Is it a situation where he's just like, I understand the plight of these people, they're blaming me for something that's not my fault, but if I have to be the bad guy to like, if me pushing back's gonna make things worse for them, then I'll take it? Like, what level is it gonna be here? I mean, when they're talking about like dump him in the reactor and everything like that, there's an immediate thought process of just like, oh, what could be something, like, what could Barrett do that could fuck over these people, that people are just like, oh, we're gonna kill him when he comes back and everything like that. And an obvious one is just, oh, well, what if he tried to blow up a reactor here? What if whatever reactor was here was the first one he tried to blow up? Because, like, he heard that it was bad, and this is where he lived, and it was harming the people here. So he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna go blow it up, and it went to shit, and got people killed or something like that. Like, because that could easily put a whole level, extra layer of context in terms of, like, Barrett still being willing to do that in Midgar. Could it be possible that, like, maybe Barrett was one of the ones who got the reactor built here? Maybe it was Barrett. He got convinced everyone to find a Shinra coin. Like, maybe Barrett was working for Shinra. Maybe, or like, not working for them, but maybe Barrett was one of the people who got a reactor built here. And with the reactor being built here, he immediately saw the effects it had on the land here. And when people found out that Barrett, like, was the one who basically screwed over their town by having a reactor built to it and getting all these monsters, that started his crusade against Shinra. Is it something that has nothing to do with a reactor and something else went wrong here? I don't know, but I have a sneaking suspicion it might involve the fact that Barrett no longer has one of his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever story we learn here is also the reason why Barrett is missing an arm. It doesn't come up that much because Barrett has replaced it with a fucking gun, but Barrett is a disabled person. He is missing one of his arms. The gun that he has for an arm is not something that he's wearing over a hand. He does not have that hand. So, I would not be surprised.
Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo. O'er the hills we go, like that. Be gone, wickedness. Be gone.
The sky's flying. The sky's floating.
You gotta pay the toll.
Oh, the toll, damn. Also, Queen's Blood lets you float. The most important part of the story, Queen's Blood lets you float, by the way. Yeah, but like, before we get into any objectives, I don't want to explore the town.
Not a care in the world. I envy that.
The kids. Because, like this, like, all of this mining, either this mining was Republic of Junon stuff that got abandoned when Shinra took over, which I'm gonna, based on the style of it, I'm going to guess that some of it. But as we know, when Shinra's done with a place, they just also fucking abandon it. Like, again, I'm assuming that this architecture is Republic of Junon, just because, like, they have a distinct color palette and, like, style of materials they use for Republic of Junon compared to, Shinra. There's a distinct color palette and material difference that they use between those two, that has been, pretty fucking consistent. So I'm assuming all of this is, like, full-on Republic of Junon, and Shinra's just never used it. But even if Shinra has this area, they've just let it be abandoned, because that's what they fucking do. That is balance on there. Have we got any sneaks? Is there any secrets if I go down to the end of this? There is a secret. Look, there's a giant clump of gold? Ruby. So that was a ruby. And that was numinous ashes. And so I see yellow there, and I'm just like, surely I can Uncharted on that, right? The game has poisoned me. I see that, and it's now just like, oh shit. I'm so excited to get to that day when we actually LP the Uncharted games, and it's just like, Fire, why have you decided to LP the Uncharted games? They're, like, not the typical type of things that you would stream, and they're pretty old. They're not, like, super culturally relevant or anything.
Got to work. The trains ran round the clock. There were more jobs than bodies to fill. Used to be, the future was full of promise.
And it's just gonna be like, this is kind of out of nowhere for you to do Uncharted. Why are you doing Uncharted? And my entire explanation is going to be, well, there was yellow things to climb in Rebirth. So we memed about Uncharted. And then I found Uncharted the trilogy for, like, what was it, $4 or $6 in a pre-owned game shop. So then I bought it.
Live on the scrap they toss our way? May as well tell us to go die in a ditch.
And sorry, and Astro Blood.
Looking for honest work.
It is also Astro Blood. They're too busy making Last of Us over and over again to do another Uncharted.
Giving you none. That's why you're staring. And again,
Shinra will take care of you if you pull your weight. Buckle down and your day will come.
This woman's living in this fucking town and is still buying into like, nah, Shinra do care, you're just not working hard enough.
Gonna put up with any mischief.
Woman lives here of all places and still just like, nah, Shinra will take care of us.
Not a day goes by I don't wonder. Would my husband still be here if we hadn't let them build that damn reactor?
Suppose we brought it on ourselves, thinking we could have everything easy.
Well, there's a distinct line.
Maybe that's why I joined the Watch. No more pretending. An honest life. And a short one, too, if I'm lucky.
These people here aren't doing well. This seems to be worse than any of the slums in Midgar.
Got any gil for me? Huh?
Hi.
Got any gil for me?
Are the kids gonna actually follow me because they want money? Is it gonna actually happen? Hi.
Ain't had no honest word since that damn reactor blew.
Bet this one will fetch a ton of gil.
They're worried. Okay, so they will just like the reactor being built fucked us, and also the reactor's blown. Everything's fucked. So the team counts like a town is like a couple houses in a mountain.
All we gotta do is tighten the screws. Take it candy for
I mean, like if you live here.
Don't you go talking that nonsense. Your life's a gift.
Talking about her living a short life. Like, if you lived here and everything got fucked, like, seriously, where do you go?
Not a day goes by I don't wonder. Would my husband...
Like, any wonderance about just, like, how about you go somewhere where life is a little better? Literally, where the fuck do you go? Everything here is surrounded by mountains and monsters. What, are they meant to go the way that we came? Through that mine shaft where we had to go on the mine carts for it? Fuck no. Like, this is just built, like, this place just seems to be built into a valley of mountains. How the fuck are they meant to get out? Remember, for, like, a normal person in this world, a single fiend is, like, a pretty major issue. And also, like, if you were going to actually try and walk out of here, how much food and water would you fucking need to get out of here? The sun is beating down on you, and it's gonna be exhausting. There's still a couple little minecart jumps. You just gotta Donkey Kong minecart madness.
A customer.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, I'll only buy materia if it's a unique one. Sorry, all the materia that you have, I already own several of, so I'm not gonna give you any of my 50,000 gil. I apologize as much as I feel like I am legally required to. Ever.
Don't tell me. Get rich quick scheme blow up in your face again? Try to sell out another town, huh?
Don't let him talk to you like that.
I can take it.
Get rich quick, sell out another
It
town?
worked for ages. Wonder why.
Am I onto something there? Am I onto something there about how it was Barrett's idea to have the reactor here? Sell out another
So
town?
much for that reactor and a steady paycheck.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it seems like it was Barrett, maybe like Barrett had some hand in actually getting it. I like how Magnata Books is still here.
Attack my family, you monster!
Oh, they really don't like him.
Apologies ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, people are like crowding around Barrett. Magnata Books is still here though. Very important that Magnata Books is still here, even if it's only a tiny little tent.
Hurry it up, would ya?
Sorry, I think we needed 15 for anything, didn't we? Interesting. Yeah, we need 15. And I imagine... Yuvi might have something because she's got less than everyone else. Or did she have 2 things that I want for her? Oh, okay, no, she needs the 10 and then another 15 to get to that one. That's what hers was, yes. Yes. So Yuvi can actually do this. Because to get to her next one, I need 15 for it, but then I need 10 to get to here anyways. There we go. There we go. Because she has less than everyone else because we've got like less books for her. And she's also like a slightly less level. Yeah, everyone, yeah. Oh no, she's on the same as like... Yeah, she's caught up to like the ones at the lower ones, but she's not caught up to the ones at the higher ones.
Thanks.
I didn't even buy anything. I just like said, "Okay, can you put my these stats into this book, please?" And then you did that.
Been out of work for ages. Wonder
When you're hungry, remember something great you ate. Then you can eat the memory.
One kill.
Yeah, the kids really want the toll. Hey, you know how I've said before about how Final Fantasy VII, like the remake games, have the best NPC banter of any game that I've played? Here's a fucking stellar example of just walking around the town and just through NPC banter and walking around to get an idea of how fucked things are, and like Barrett's hands in it before like the story is gonna bring any direct attention. Like even with the specific nature of people are crowding around Barrett.
Look at Moneybags here going shopping.
You stole everything from us.
Like people are following Barrett around. Holy shit.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Oh, fuck.
I trust you ain't just window shopping.
Did you have any new weapons? Because otherwise, I'm window shopping, baby. No, you do! You do have a new thing! So you have a pack of cards. I can get a Sandhog Pie, a Bloat Float, and a Heat Seeker. Sorry, you sell trading cards. I will buy something from you. Thank you, kind sir. I have another 3 cards. I'm not gonna buy anything else, but thank you. But thank you for the cards. I will take those. I have everything else you have. But thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. I spent 500 gil on trading cards. I'm gonna go scalp them for way more money. I am.
When you're bored.
so much for that reactor and a steady paycheck.
So which way is like okay, so story. Oh, sorry. Go back to the map. Go back to the map. So going up that way is like where we want to go. So what is up this way? What's up to the roadway? Can I get trading cards to go all the way out of here where scalpers refuse to trade?
Boss ain't here. No one's gonna hurt you. Promise.
How dare you show your face here?
Get the hell out of here.
You sure you're okay with this?
Sup, Angelo? Everything's awesome.
See your new wife? Well, good for you. Glad someone got their happy ending.
Sorry, Tifa. Just ignore him.
This place is nothing like it was.
Was it something I said?
Neither are we.
Hope you're not sticking around.
Look, I'm just saying what everyone is thinking.
Can't leave if we've got nowhere else to go.
The implication of the word new concerns me.
Hey, guys. You mind if I pop in for a minute? There's someone I want to see.
How would you know? You know someone here?
And not a day goes by I don't think of my husband. His old gun's the only thing I've got left to remember him by.
You know someone here?
When I got hurt back in Nibelheim, they brought me to this clinic.
Oh.
Here, Sharon. He's the one who saved
Oh.
my life.
Oh.
You're telling me Doc Sheeran's the one who fixed you up?
Well, there you go. Yeah, Sativa has been here. Also, I guess that means we're relatively close to Nibelheim? Because obviously they couldn't take her to Nibelheim to fix her because, you know, there wasn't any
Do
Nibelheim.
not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
The hell's gotten into you, man?
What's going on? Barrett and Wallace.
Dr. Sheeran. It's been a while.
There seems to be one person who doesn't actually hate Barrett. There is that.
That's one frightening looking appendage you got there. But hey, at least you still seem to have your health.
Yeah, and you too.
Oh, I'm feeling the miles, but the work keeps me trucking.
I tell you what, though.
Do you remember me?
Well, of course I do, Tifa. It hasn't been that long.
About 5
You
years.
up all right?
I did, yeah. I just wanted to drop by and say thank you. If it wasn't for you, I doubt I'd be standing here today.
So how close are we to
Don't
Cowboy
thank
Building?
me. Thank Lady Luck and Shinra for that helicopter.
I'm sorry, Shinra?
I know you might find it hard to believe, but not all the apples in that bunch are rotten. But seriously, you're living proof of the good in people. Don't ever forget that.
We don't have to be that close
Their
then.
kindness go to waste.
Yeah.
We don't have to be that close then if they flew over here, but yeah.
Besides, you need to set a good example for your friends here. Oh, right. Well, I gotcha. Mind helping me out? Need to draw that gentleman's blood. You think you can hold him still for me?
Cloud grabs the sword. I can draw his blood!
At first, I thought it was just Mako poisoning.
That's what everyone
That
thinks.
is, until I ran some tests. The results were strange.
Is there Genova going on?
How?
Not, I don't know
A
how you'd know
substance
that.
turned up. One I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Not sure what to make of it yet, but it did remind me of one I have seen. Your eyes. Soldier, right?
Ex-soldier.
It's not a job, son. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Huh. Spare a drop?
It's like a biological makeup.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation. Just a theory for now, and one I can't prove, not without a lot more testing.
You see many of these guys come through?
Yeah, and then some. I do what I can for the injured ones, but leave the rest to stumble onto the saucer.
Why would they go there?
Shit. Don't ask me.
They're all
I think
following
it's
a
odd, too.
line. It's a conga line across the entire world they're going. Cloud, just like a little drop of blood. Like, don't be a dick, come on.
Ain't that something? The girl I saved coming back here with Barrett of all people. I'm sure there's some kind of cosmic significance to that, but hell if I know what it is.
So there's something going on. I don't know what, but there's something going on.
Promise me you'll take it easy out there. Okay, Tifa?
It's like a boy Cloud's will go through an existential crisis that make it worse for him. I mean, the idea that, like, Cloud's lifespan is limited has already been hinted at. I believe it was... Was it after the Reactor 5 bombing? I believe it was after the Reactor 5 bombing in Remake that it was hinted at. That, like, soldiers have a limited lifespan. Reunion, by the way.
If you get hurt, you know where to find me. Won't charge for my services, but I wouldn't turn down blood either. Promise me you'll take it easy out there.
Blood for health,
Okay,
blood for
Tifa?
health. Good trade, blood for health.
There's one thing you can count on. It's Dr. Sheeran. He's been here since the old mining days.
Again, he doesn't seem to hate Barrett. Whatever happened, I guess he doesn't blame Barrett for it.
Dr. Sheeran's been distributing meals to the people in town. Says it's because he wants to keep them healthy and out of his clinic. Just between us, though, he's actually been mixing supplements into the meals.
I don't, you know, normally I don't saying I won't charge you, but I will take your blood would be a bad thing. I mean,
when everything went down in Corral.
When everything went down in Corral.
So, Doc mentioned the gold saucer, right? As in the amusement park, where every day is a holiday? We're going, right? I mean, we have to.
Yuffie, this isn't a vacation.
Yeah. Weird mumbling guys, got it. Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun!
Town's got a ropeway that'll take us straight there. It's not far. If we're doing this, let's just do it.
We're doing it, let's just do it. New quests are available in Corel. So can we go to open world from here? Or does the ropeway like drop us in the open world and then we go from there? I am unsure. I have a lot of unsureness. My unsure is full of ness. But there are quests here. But there are quests, and there's like one dude to fight. That cards.
It's no use.
This is the side quest.
How are we supposed to move all these rations now?
If old man Sakaki was here, he'd ever up and rolling in a flash. Not that you'd ever want to rely on him.
We're being hurt. We're hearing people being mentioned. At least they have tomatoes. They do have food in some capacity.
Shinra throws us a bone every so often, you know. Sends us supplies.
You get something. So that, yes, that's. So this is this back down to where we saw. Yeah. So this. Okay. So this is just this other entrance. Yeah. Yeah. So I went up that way. Oh, there's. Oh, if I go down there, there's a materia. Sorry, materia.
I wouldn't recommend sticking around.
I would recommend. Shut up. There we go. Amethyst, handful of gold dust. Where's the materia? I saw a materia. There's the materia. Sorry, townspeople, I just gotta jump around. There's materia. A revival materia. Let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah, leaf dog. Hell yeah. Whee! The fact that just as you walk around, people just swarm around Barrett. Just trying to intimidate him to leave. Seems like we are just moving on. I guess this is gonna be something we come back to.
Hearken to our mother. Open your hearts and heed her mournful cries. For she suffers as you do. She, too, weeps for what she has lost. She knows your pain, your sadness, your grief. She knows your anger.
Theme of Chadley is playing. Hello, Chadley. I do see you there.
So join in her lament. Share in her rage.
A tragedy strikes. Religion ace for control. The big thing here is just like, to what extent is this religion? Because is it just like, hey, the planet is a living thing? Because that's like real in this world.
All you need to do is invest in materia.
Oh god.
Maybe.
That's like a real thing here. So I feel like this is meant to be more so the religion people here are more so the environmentalists of the world. Cold. Again, I think more so religion here is meant to be more so of environmentalism. Because it's a real thing here. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Money goes here. Invested material, coin the way selling material on the blockchain. Oh no. I love that this is the town inn. This is the town inn. Here's a tiny little lifted platform. Here's some like cots on the ground. There you go. You have a drawer beneath you. Welcome to the town inn. Jesus. Oh my god.
Take whatever beds are open.
Fuck me. Oh my god. We've seen a lot of towns so far in Rebirth that have been doing pretty well. Is this guy playing the harmonica while he plays the guitar? I can't tell if the harmonica's diegetic or not. Probably better sleep than half the locals get. Yeah. Yeah.
What's wrong? Why are you barking so much? Is it because you smell a Queen's Blood player?
Take it from me. Even
Is-
Fallon's food will taste halfway decent if you eat it somewhere
Is-
nice.
is the dog.
That's a little pearl of wisdom, I think.
There are no rules saying a dog can't play Queen's Blood. We learned this on the boat. Also, this guy just has a bowl of cereal, like, behind his back.
Same shit, different day. Can't even tell anymore if it's good or bad. It's just food.
Oh, this is...
Free rations. Doc Sheeran made sure there's plenty to go around, so don't worry.
Hey, remember how we heard that Doc Sheeran's giving out food to the locals? We actually found where that is. This is the food that Doc Sheeran's giving out to the locals. We actually get to see it. That's cool. You hear about it and you're actually like, oh no, it is like...
We need 300 more. And we have to pack up these Dio cookies.
Okay, I'll help put on the Dio stickers.
Dio cookies? Dio stickers?
People around here don't take kindly to outsiders.
I've already been told this, it's fine.
When the reactor was being built, there was this Shinra exec, Scarlet. I'll never forget her.
In like what way? In what way will you not forget her?
Wasting away here ain't no better.
Gotta love that dusted of sand on every drink.
Like you're just sipping from the bottle. Hey! Planet Benison. Actually, have we been getting Benisons already? I honestly can't remember. Have we already been getting Benisons? I can't remember if Benisons were a thing that... Is that our first Benison? Oh, it's... Yeah, no, we've been getting Benisons. It's Splendor that we don't have. It's Splendors that we don't have. It's, yeah, it's Splendors that we don't have. I remember now... Oh, by the way, I can make the headbands. At some point, I was able to make the headband, I guess. I can make the headbands. Nice. There we go. There is this that we have to make, which is the, 10 exquisite B-sides. That's why we were doing more fun enemies. So we can get their delicious, delicious hides. I do recall this.
She wore these stunning red dresses, and the way she laughed.
Okay, no, you were horny for her.
Perfume. Wish I knew what it was.
Okay, no, you were horny for Scarlet. Okay, understood. Understood.
Definitely had heat stroke.
Wouldn't recommend going out there unless you got a death wish.
There is actually a mod we can do.
Hey, isn't that one of the birds we raised to check for damps? A little chirpy?
Ain't little no more. Got a chick of her own now, even.
She used to be no bigger than a chunk of coal back when she was in the tunnels with us.
Is this Clyde Jr.? Are you referring to Clyde Jr.? Yo! Clyde Jr. Law Real?
They always seem to poof right when things are looking up for them.
People are being disappeared. What the fuck is going on in this place? Yo, there they are! Yo! There they are! Let's go! Clyde Jr.! Clyde Jr.'s here, let's go! Yeah! You do actually just get to see Clyde Jr. Yo! Yo, let's go! Sorry. I never knew about that. Well, I heard about them talking about the bird and I'm just like, what? And it's like, oh, there's Clyde Jr. Fancy suits everywhere here.
Heard through the grapevine the mine was shutting down, so I spent every last skill I had to get here quick.
To get here. So,
You took everything from me.
look at Barrett when you say that, not me.
I'm coming. If we can haul in more suckers, we got a good chance of coming out on top this month.
Yeah, we got this in the bag. No one will be able to treat us like dirt now.
So there are some people here who are just trying to screw over. Are these the types of people responsible for people disappearing? Anyway, let's hear it for Rock Bottom. Oh, it's oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus. It's that kind of pub. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Just like you said it would.
Investment squeeze.
Already got them all rounded up in the truck. They ain't going nowhere.
What are people rounding up people? What the fuck is going on around here? Guys trying to enjoy your salad.
That's right. You better run.
And Biff's just here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Can I bump into him? Go on, hit me! Hit me! Cowards. There is a piano. But I feel like in this place they're gonna ask me to instead play piano.
Would you care to share a performance with me?
In the middle of this? Sure. We've already done the previous two, so I'm assuming just new piano, new song. Barrett's theme! Oh yes, the people here will love me playing Barrett's theme. People here are gonna be so stoked to hear me play Barrett's theme. They're gonna love me for that. They're gonna love if I play Barrett's theme. Okay, so let's pace. Barrett's theme. Alrighty. Less notes than both of the others. And shorter. Well, it's similar to On Our Way. Yeah. Yeah. A lot less notes, so will it be better? Easier? Probably not. Probably not. We can still hear the people in the background. That is in the background, it's cheering. I don't recognize this song at all. I don't recognize this at all from any part of the game. Less notes, but when the notes do start happening, they're way more rapid. And I feel like what music is actually playing has nothing to do with like what buttons I'm actually pressing. Though they don't feel connected at all anymore. Okay. That song's weird. Hey! A-rank on the first try. That song feels really weird, I'm not gonna lie. That feels like a really weird song. Plays be here and there, especially in Marlin, but all of the instances got replaced with the Avalanche theme. I don't recognize that at all, and I don't know. I feel like whatever plinky sound it's doing on the piano there doesn't like fit with the vibe of what the song's actually meant to be.
Finer sound in all the world than the voice of a humble.
Like the last two, like Tifa's theme and On Our Way, felt like they suited like the game and like what the sounds of like the piano minigame does. Barrett's theme sounds, I don't know, that felt weird. That sounds kind of plinky plonky. It didn't really make sense for like the sounds that were coming from the piano.
Thank you for sharing such joy with the world. I hope you will enchant us with even more splendid performances in time.
Yeah, not a particular fan of that song. Not in terms of like the performance, what you had to do, just like, I don't think it sounds good. But again, I don't think that's necessarily like the melody. I think it's more so the piano minigame sounds just do not suit that song, it feels. That's how it comes across. Of robed men and ransoms. Oh, this is just back with Sharon. One of the rope dollars I've been looking after has been abducted. Whatever damn fool that did it left behind a note demanding money, but I'm in no position to pay. So something will happen to the man if I don't, though. So if someone out there is willing to track down and rescue the poor bastard, he'd be doing us both a favor. So if we go down there. That was over here, right? Yes, just here. There's this. I assume this is going to tell us to go out into the open world area there. It does seem like if there's an open world in one direction, and then there's the rope way to go to the gold source in the other. Seems like we don't even need to go through this open world area, like, at all. We're obviously going to, but...
Figured you'd have moved on by now.
I heard
Glad
you needed
you're
help.
here in any case, I got a situation. See for yourself.
We have one of your roped men. If you want him back, it will cost you 1 million gil. Agree to the terms, and we'll take care of the rest.
What's this?
That's just a stupid ransom.
Hell out of me. Guess
No one's going to agree to pay 1 million because no one here has that much.
You gonna pay up?
Look at this place. Can barely afford bandages, never mind a ransom.
One back was one while a class
To save the man myself, or hire the right merc to save him for me, or the right merc's friend, to be more precise. Who better to hunt down a criminal than someone who's got a nose for tracking? One finer than any human could ever possess.
Well, I can't argue with you there.
That was easy.
Compliments his... You get Red to work for you if you compliment him. That's how this works. If you compliment Red, he agrees to do things for you. What's
Curious
the victim?
about the guy who got nabbed? Well, what is there to say? I mean, their most notable traits ain't exactly unique. Not like I can give you a name or next of kin, either. Could try to question the others, but we both know how that
What
goes.
number?
Cloud, the letter, if you don't mind. There's a strong scent, but cologne, perhaps?
How about that? Picked up the trail already. Ah, which reminds me. There's a compound in our robed friend's sweat that glows when exposed to this light. Just hope it helps some.
Their sweat glows. Their sweat glows. With a light, but
Follow
still.
me, Cloud.
You can actually smell them?
My olfactory sense is 7,000 times more sensitive than yours.
Yeah, but a chocobo
Bodily
beat it.
secretions are as distinct as any perfume.
But
a single sniff of a person's clothing is enough for me to locate.
But Chocobo was better at it than
Though
you.
There are a number of competing smells through which I must sift.
Huh. What do I smell like?
Like a man who's killed his fair share of fiends, I suppose.
Like blood and shit, then.
Not literal shit, no.
Not literal shit! But you're not that far off. Sup, like you. Johnny Bishop was Yuffie, this Red Jules was Tifa. And again, that's something that's like really awesome. I do appreciate how like the side quests are focusing on one character. I don't know, dude, you don't smell like literal shit. How to friendship? or as they say, friend shit. Not literal shit. By the way. Sneak attack! Excuse me, Landworm? Landworm, I'm gonna need you to not be doing whatever it is that you do. Be a landworm, I guess. Segmented worms at Dwelling Deserts, they use their sharp teeth to burrow through the ground and launch themselves into the air to swallow a prey whole. Filling that damage by exploiting their elemental weakness, ice, will pressure them. Inflicting damage during swallow will pressure them for a longer period of time. Same happens to me. Most worms are land worms. No, the worms of the ocean. Rare item, you only turn into a beast's spine. The rare item drop is the hide, and the hides are the ones that I need. Alright, well, if we need eyes, then, Yuffie, obviously. There we go, and then you get our ice ninjutsu going. Wait! Yeah, just roll around, hell yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus! No! Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, wow. Oh, dear God. Okay. I didn't... I didn't expect that to just, like, you're gone now.
Keep it together.
Sorry, Yuffie! Sorry, Yuffie! I'm so sorry, Yuffie. I didn't mean that to happen to you. I didn't think the creature would full on vor you. I didn't think you'd, like... I know it was called Swallow and it eats the hot prey whole. I didn't think it'd be big enough to... After the minecast get into my life, I hope she regrets joining. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be the breaking point for me. If you let me get eaten alive by a worm. Oh, I love God Rays! The power of the PS5, where I can't see fucking shit. I guess it is very dusty. I guess it is extraordinarily dusty. You can tell by this 240p blur texture that's been applied to the entire screen at once. Oh no. Oh no. Another one. Oh Jesus! Where the fuck did you come from? Sorry, where the fuck did you come from? Oh, Sand Spirit, another new one. Sorry, what? For a desert beast its own desert, each of its head has minds of its own, cooperating suddenly with its comrades during battle. Automatically becomes pressured after using aquatic basil. Okay. I can morph you into gold dust. And Sand Spitter, Piscean creatures adapted to desert environments. Oh dear God, it's a Cephadron. They're fit to evolve to let them swim through sand. Evading or blocking their sand strike, or attacking them when they have emerged from sand, or pressure them. Or just attack when they emerge from sand. Oh, okay, that's why you're already pressured. Well, you're gone. Bye. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Ow. What was your thing? Okay, you just weak to flame. Oh, that's the aquatic basil. Go, 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 get in there. Oh, okay, you get pressured for a very short amount. Jesus. Okay. I didn't realize how much that was gonna fucking hurt. Actually, I need cloud. Because I need. Oh Jesus. They cloud to do this desperately. Bam, bam, bam. We go over to you. You're gonna do one of these. Yes. Auto war, because you can do that. Oh. Oh, everything's dead. I was like, why can't I do the auto war? Oh. Oh, because everything fucking died. Trying to use the ability and it's not working because, oops, all dead. So if I go to this one, I am, oh wow, I'm really far over though. Okay, so this is part of this same thing with the Johnny stuff. This is part of the same thing with the Tom Berry King Crown, and this is all part of the same open world. It's just we've now accessed it from this side. So we're way the fuck over. So to get over to here, we've got to cross quite a bit of desert. But we are in like the same area. Okay. So I guess we got more open world before we go to the Gold Saucer. Sorry.
Their scent seems to lead straight ahead, but... Oh, that's not good.
What?
Nothing. Let's continue.
What's not good? Hello there.
Hello there.
Different scent. He has nothing to do with the kidnapping.
But it does smell good.
Aw, you must be hungry, huh? Sorry, but this is people food.
It's a leg of an animal. No, it's not.
Whoa, easy there. I can spare a bite.
I love how Red is willing to act like a normal dog if it means he gets food. I'll act like a normal dog if I get food.
See a guy in a black robe come through?
Now that you mention it.
was this one hooded fella with a chocobo carriage headed toward a cave nearby.
With a chocobo carriage? Is that what you were smelling? The chocobo as well?
I'd rather relax in the great outdoors than some hoity-toity beach resort. Now this is what I call a perfectly cooked slab of meat. Oh no, you already got your bit.
Okay, so you're just here on your own little adventure. You're just like on a holiday, just doing your own thing. Okay. Okay. Hey, look, there's the town, by the way.
Though I am a skilled tracker, I have one terrible weakness.
What?
My appetite. With this overpowering aroma of meat in the air, I don't think I'll be able to focus on the kidnapper's scent. I heard that.
Raw meat is all it takes to throw you off your game?
Holy shit, I love Red so much. That's the thing, is like, Red was like, we had Red for such little time in Remake. They started this game just being like, oh yeah, Red's one of your party members, and he's just like with you, right? He's just like one of the crew. You know, he's just one of the guys who's been along with you for this journey. And it's like, we met Red at like the beginning of the second last chapter. We met Red like right before we went to the drum in Remake. We did not know him for very long in Remake, but it is amazing how quickly it's just like, oh yeah, he's just one of the party members. So quickly. They do a lot with him in the very short amount of time they have him there, because they're aware that it's just like, it's gonna feel weird that he's just like, oh, you meet someone this late. Oh, and by the way, they're like part of the normal party crew. They're gonna like help you fight the final boss, and you're like, what, like part of the main core cast that's going on to like the next town to do the next game when you've known him for so little time. But they do so much with him, like the smile thing in the back of the truck, the lab rat dog. He gets a lot of moments at the end of Remake that you get into this game. It's like, yeah, he's just awesome, and I'm happy to have him around. Also, gives an impression of like how large scale this must have been in the past. Like some of the stuff happening here, because there's giant wheels like in the stone structure over there, and you can see some like a wheel has fallen down. So at some point that like rock wall there was important to doing something. I'm all over there just kicking the shoes on the ground. I'm talking. I'm having a rant. I take a while doing that. By the way, I see a Chocobo. Quack, quack.
Cloud, look.
Chocobo carriage.
They gotta be close.
Time to put the doctor's light to use.
Alright. Compounds in the robed individual's sweat will fluoresce when exposed to UVA light. Flashlight out, use L to shine around the area and track down the missing men. I mean, it seems like there's like one tunnel to go through. It seems like it's not that hard to find. Sorry, there's a... Alright. Alright, let's see all the cum stains. So there's a couple in the back of the carriage walking out into here because they're barefoot. You touch there. You didn't give the chocobo pads. Rude, honestly, more than anything. Oh shit, they're in a cave. Okay, so this cave is incredibly dark. Did y'all walk through this cave when it being this dark? I see you there. Yes, I do. I do. Attack! Ah! Oh my god, a weapon. Ah! Ow!
You ready?
You're in good hands now.
Okay. These are the same things, right? Yeah, these are sand spitters. The last one got knocked out of the ground automatically. I didn't even need to do anything. So I didn't realize... There it is. Yeah. The last one got knocked out by one of my party members automatically attacking in the middle of the air. So I didn't realize how, like difficult it was to actually, like, attack them at the right point.
Here we go.
I could do this. Oh, I don't have counterfire with Yuffie. I gotta get a Yuffie counterfire. That wasn't counterfire. I do need a Yuffie counterfire. I don't have one of those. So I do need to do that at some point here. Attack boxes! Attack boxes! I got Phoenix down. We got a new weapon, by the way. BT Dubs, who's got a weapon? A red makes sense because he is the character who's like with us right now. This is his quest, so it makes sense that he gets on. We learned the thing for him last time, like the aspects. Yes, we learned the aspects. Amethyst Scholar, Supernal Favor. Grants haste on all party members using vengeance. Yo! That is godlike. That is godlike. Holy shit. Wow. Holy fuck. As I learned playing hard mode, haste is really good. It's just applying haste to all your party members. Costs 3 ATB and costs a lot of MP. For the cost of 2 ATB and no MP, I can get haste on everyone at the same time. That is, as the kids say, goated with the sauce. Holy shit. That's going to make Red very, very useful. Time I do one of those underrated but very powerful things in FF games. It's like, it's been very good in this. It's just, it takes a lot of setup. It's real, like, it's been worth it to apply to 1 or maybe 2 characters. But not really worth it to apply to everyone. Because also, if you want to apply it to everyone, then you want to use it, like, on the person who has it first. And then you got to spend the time building up another 2 to put it onto the other 2 party members. But by the time you've finished building up enough ATB to put it on the other 2 party members and cast it, you've already drained some of the haste you have on that character. So putting it on all 3 instantly means that they're all timed evenly. As I said, I think one of his old limit breaks cast party-wide haste as well. Lunatic High, I think. That is, yeah, that's amazing. Holy shit. Extra counter spin and enduring vengeance. Limit break damage. Like, limit break by 10%. That is a lot. Attack by 20 is also a lot. But I'm going to get the enhanced counter spin. Is counter spin what you do when you get hit in vengeance mode? Because we obviously want to bait vengeance mode with him more. Because we need to have some vengeance gauge and also 2 ATB to do that attack. So we want to bait out... you don't need much vengeance mode to, like, do it. If you just... Pardon me. If you just need to be in vengeance mode, that's not a high requirement. You just need to have enough to proc it. Because you can go into vengeance mode, like, with very little vengeance in this game. Unless it's one of those things where the more like, it drains all of his vengeance the way that, like, the Crescent Claw does. And the more you have, like, the less the lasting is or something. But it might just be while you're in vengeance when you have to use it. So it's 2 ATB and being vengeance.
What should we do with his captor?
Well, Sheeran asked us to rescue his patient. He didn't say anything about how we should deal with this. We'll figure it out.
Understood.
Oh, Clyde, are we killing the guy? I mean, are we gonna not kill the guy? Do we have to kill the guy? Do we have to not kill the guy? I can't believe it's like fucking party-wide haste for 2 ATB. That is so fucking awesome. But there's so many places to explore. But there's so much to explore. So there's all boxes here. The boxes. Where is this going? Where is this path going? 2,000 girl. Huh. That is straight up like, okay. I guess these things link up to each other. Okay, there's 2 pathways there. They do link up to each other. Well, let's go down the other pathway then. I feel like Yuffie might be falling behind with new weapons. I feel like she might also could do with some new weapons. I don't think she's gotten anywhere near as many either. Is this? Okay, yeah, this is just behind them. I mean, it's just 2 chimeras. It's not actually not that bad. 2 chimeras is actually not that much. The chimera died pretty easy before. We was gonna be careful with my mistake. There we go. Yeah, counter spin. There we go. There we go. All right. Vengeance. Alrighty, and now, Supernal Fervor. Whoa, there we go. Ow, 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 ow. The hoodies, everything hurts. Everything hurts. I can't back into a corner. And it's not going well. It's not going well. Oh dear God, okay. Okay. Everything was starting to go into shit. Very, very, very rapidly. Okay. What are they weak to? Flames. Fireball Blade! Ugh! Okay, I didn't actually do that as much as I was hoping. Oh! There we go. There we go. Oh. I forgot focus thrust is no longer on my thing. I removed focus thrust from where I was. Alright. Yippee! Fire ninjutsus. There we go. You're staggered to shit. Goodbye. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Ottawa! Ottawa! Cloud!
Don't stop now.
Get in there! Vengeance! Okay, there we go. See, there we go.
Legendary.
There we go. Just required getting it going. Should start with an extra at least. That is true. Yeah, she had 2 to start with. Let me actually check. Let me actually have a look. So Cloud's got 3. Yuffie. Okay, so Yuffie's also on 3. Oh, so Red's actually pulled ahead with 4. Okay. Red's actually pulled ahead with 4. Okay. Didn't we get Ice Spike super recently as well with Red? Wasn't Ice Spikes relatively recent? I swear this was like during Costa del Sol or like the start of Corel. I swear this was super recent. That's why he's currently in our party, because I was working on this recently. So yeah, it's actually Red and Aerith who've actually pulled ahead with having more. Yes. Yeah, so Yuffie's actually not behind at all. There's somewhere ahead. Because it's also when you get extra weapons, you also by default get more SP, I believe. I think. No, you don't. No. One of those also minigames. Oh right, because he had a minigame. He had a minigame where he was a dog and he was like playing soccer. Right. That was it. Now I remember. Now I'm doing a member. Hands all on the walls. The way this guy stumbled through this cave is a little concerning, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why are there multiple handprints on the walls sideways like that? Jesus Christ, this place is huge. We've stumbled over... Hey, remember how I was talking about, I need open world areas to have optional dungeons? Hey, guess what? We found one. Remember how this is one of the things that I'm talking about where it's just like, the open world needs to do, like, more than just its normal objectives? And how, like, the extra mini-games and, like, an extra settlement, like, the first one just had its own things, but that was, like, introducing what the open world, like Chadley things were. And then we had the secondary, which had Crow's Nest as, like, its own little area and stuff like that. Remember how one of the things that I've been going on about is just, like, we need an open world to have an entirely, like, optional dungeon that is not required for anything else? Guess what? We have an open world area that has an optional dungeon. And there is actually, I mean, I know this is not really multiple pathways here, but look how big this room is. And it's got like its own vending machines and shit here. This absolutely counts. This absolutely counts. We found one! It's not super intensive, but it's something. Really bad junkie and that this guy, they just put his sweaty hands and feet all over like this. Yeah, it's a little concerning.
Keep it together.
Oh wait, I need to go to the cloud.
My turn.
I do need to go to cloud because I need to do counterfire when this thing does this. Damn it.
Go on.
Thank you, Aerith. Thank you, Aerith.
Ready?
Come on. Do it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I did it. I did it. I got a Yuffie buff. Because I did the spell with her. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. So we're now in like a super open area, so actually paying attention to like the footpath feels like it's going to be way more important here. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Chat, the horrors, they're starting to show. So I know there's like an actual thing to explore, but I'm seeing treasure chests. Boom! Yeah! Got a grenade. I mean, I'm gonna guess they're gonna be up there. That's my guess. But I also just want to explore everywhere. I also just want to explore everywhere. Oh, actually, maybe they're gonna be in the door. The door! The door. They're in the door. Oh, we're gonna power, and we're gonna power the door by going somewhere else. Okay. Okay, so if we go across all of that, then we can get to the door. So, seemingly, actually, this entire section may actually be optional. Never mind, they're not on the door at all. They're not on the door at all. They are... The footprint... The footprints go this way. But they're not in the door? I'm confused. Death claws! So the Fallout vibes I was talking about earlier. So the Fallout vibes I was talking about earlier. Death claw! Grotesque beings with sturdy exoskeletons and dense muscles. Often found in deserts, they sharpen their claws relentlessly, never let their prey escape. Evading Reaper claws will pressure them. Alrighty.
How about you show us what you got?
Going in. So
I fall on the ground. Oi! Lol. And now... Banjo... Wait. Oh, Jesus! Savannah Fava! Master, there we go. And now everyone's awesome. Except for Red, because he's about to fucking die. Yuffie, heal! Yuffie, heal! Let go! Lol. Well, I'm just gonna do Crescent Claw because I'm currently in this mode. No, I'm just gonna do... Okay. Christ. Jesus Christ! Okay. Cloud's a higher level, because he definitely needs more SP. How do I turn off Discord overlay on OBS? I'm asking my chat of people who probably don't use OBS. How do I turn off my Discord overlay for OBS? It turned on one day and I don't know how to fix it, because it's showing me like pop-ups in my OBS of when people talk in Discord, and it's in a very similar spot on my screen compared to where I look at chat. It's specifically overlaying the activity feed, like if people sub or anything, like sub or follow or anything like that, it's specifically covering that part. So just while I'm while I'm here, and just people are in Discord chatting, I'm just seeing a pop up on the activity feed. I'm just like, did someone follow? Did someone sub? No, Kel is just saying very nice to someone. And it's just like, it turned on one day and I have no idea how to turn it off. I don't think it's because I'm using the Discord app, because I've been using the Discord app for a while. like the separate programs that are using it in the browser. Now, I wouldn't expect anyone here to know because I don't think most people here would know about it. Thing is, I don't know if it's a Discord setting that's like activated or whether it's a setting of OBS. Because it could be either.
Let's switch it up.
I've already mastered that.
I'm your one-stop progress shop. At least put up a fight.
Jesus.
Just you up.
Oh, okay, Deathclaws don't actually care. Okay. Yeah, Deathclaws in particular just don't care. But I can do this.
Don't let me
Deal
down.
with that.
Crescent Claw! You're gone! Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus! I didn't realize something was still alive. I didn't realize something was still alive.
Let's go.
Come on. Stop it! Red, no!
Come on.
Red, no! They really are fucking Zephyrums. Jesus Christ. They really are.
Come on, Brock. Keep it up.
There we go. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Get out of here, Zephyrm! No one likes you. No one likes you. Jesus. Sorry, there's a bench somewhere in here. So sorry, I think it's actually where we have to go to open the door. So we can go to a bench soon and we can actually patch people up. Maybe Punisher mode? I'll be honest, I keep forgetting Punisher mode exists in this game. Why does this rock look so specific? Why does this rock look so specific? I keep forgetting that Punisher mode exists in this game. You always got completely right, Kona. That is how I deal with those things. Though they sometimes spit air at you as well. Like a breath at you. But then I can just get ready for counterfire in that. Because I'll be blocking. The reason I keep forgetting that Punisher mode exists in this game, though, is actually because of the same reason that I could use counterfire. The way I would always use... And this is just like... This is on me for how I used Punisher mode in the previous game. I've taught myself wrong. For just how this game ended up turning out. I can't remember if I finished going up this way. The way I would always use Punisher in the previous game was to hold block with Cloud, and as Cloud was about to get hit, press triangle to switch into Punisher mode. Because there was also an activation of Punisher mode could activate if you like activated Punisher mode as you were getting hit. It would also work doing that as well. So I would usually like get ready to block attacks and then switch into Punisher mode at the moment that it would do that. Oh, okay, so the rope tried to go in there. And then we have to now do this. Okay. Okay, wait, so oh! Oh, I couldn't actually climb up to where that is. Okay. Okay. I understand. I understand. So yeah, I would hold down block and then press triangle to go into Punisher mode, and I would use that to time the deflect. The thing is that holding block and pressing triangle in this game is no longer turning on Punisher mode. It now activates one of your synergy skills with one of your party members, so that you can't go into Punisher mode while blocking. Which is not a big deal because, again, activating Punisher mode at the moment you activate it still counts as the timing for it. It still counts. It's still fine. It's just I've like trained myself. That's not how I do it. So I've really fucked up. Is what I'm saying. This lighting hurts. One of the biggest issues of this game, outside of the fact that it's terrible and garbage and no one likes it. Outside of the fact that it's terrible and garbage and no one likes it, the worst part about this game is that lighting indoor is fucking horrendous. It's one of those things. I saw people talk about this for the remake between the PS4 and the PS5 version, and I don't think across the board it's true. I think it's true in certain respects. But people would talk about how the PS5 version of Remake looks worse than the PS4 version because they tried to go too over the top with lighting too frequently. There are too many moments where the lighting is trying to be this ultra realistic and everything like that, and in some moments it makes it look worse. By just like having like what we had earlier as we were walking to this cave, of a lot of the glow. Of like, oh, look at all the stuff in the air. So look how much better the lighting is, and the lighting is reflecting the amount of like dust or particles that are in the air, aka you can't see shit because your entire vision is obstructed by the lighting and everything like that. And I think for the most part that's not true in Remake. There are certain scenes or certain areas where I think that might be true. The sewers are a big one. When you're in the sewers in Remake, it looks very, like, it is harder to see the environment in the sewers because the new lighting does cover up so much of the screen. However, in that case, I'm okay with it because, like, it gets across the idea of, like, how thick the air in the sewers is. It gets across how, like, dank it is in there. So I'm fine with it. Like, yeah, I can visually see less. But, like, being able to see how thick and filthy the air itself is, I think lends to the environmental effect of it better, even if it looks, quote-unquote, worse. It looks worse, but it is also, I think, more visually, like, environmentally, not pleasing, but, like, gets across the idea of the environment more. So this game is clearly doing some of that lighting stuff similar. Again, when we were walking here, you can see a big example of that. But whatever lighting they've done in this game, they've fucked up every indoor scene. Especially when we're in, like, the border of being between indoors and outdoors, and the lighting of the game just tanks to nothing, and you can't see anything. Because you're like, well, you're still out, like, the camera is still outdoors, so the bloom is coming from outdoors, so indoors looks darker, but you're also actively standing indoors, so you just can't fucking see anything. Like, overall, the lighting in this game is worse than the previous game. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, that was the smallest squeeze through. This one I don't think exists for the loading. I have a funny feeling this one may not be a secret loading trigger. Or it is a secret loading trigger, but it loads so rapidly that, like, it doesn't even really matter. Does anyone get this feeling that there might be a boss fight here? Does anyone get a feeling there might be a boss fight?
This is the kidnappers' camp. No sign of them. So, do we wait?
Help! Some crazy bastard kidnapped us and stuck us in this cave.
Either your acting is terrible, or... What will you do? Help them? Question them about the kidnapper. Mention that something seems off.
Excuse me? I'm suspicious? Or the robed guy? Who?
The smell. Cloud. It's them. Shit.
Oh, boo.
Aren't you a clever lady? Sniffing out the truth.
Okay, where is he?
Think we just tell you? We're not your average criminals, kid. In fact, we're the world's greatest.
Do you see the size of my sword?
Ellie, the elusive.
Bury the brash.
That's a bit bigger. That's a bit bigger.
I wonder what your friends would have paid for you. Guess we'll never know.
You're also idiots. Jesus. Dark Claw. All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna need to get some of this first. They're also idiots because they're just like, yeah, we're gonna like hold people for. My name's Craig. Yeah, their names are also terrible. Barry and Ellie just doesn't have a good ring to it. Like, if you're gonna be a criminal duo, change your names. Like Jesse James, that works super well. If you want to be Team Rocket, like Jesus. But also, like, if you're ransoming if you're gonna do a ransom and you actually want the money and the ransom isn't like a ploy of you wanting to do something else, like terrify the people, because you're just gonna go through with killing it or whatever, anything like that. There's usually a rule if you actually want the ransom money, which is make it an amount that they can actually give you. You're asking for 1 million gil of someone in this town. They don't have the money, they're never gonna give it to you. A mutated death claw, distinguished by its partially iron exoskeleton, ominous patterning, and gleaming black claws. Extremely aggressive and constantly hungers for blood. Okay, same rules of just evading ripper claws. Well, you know, like, you know these ones. Yeah, just do that, and then just do this, and then we just do a focus thrust, and then like he starts getting into attacks because he's awesome. Are you gonna attack me? Bro, attack me! I was about to say, bro, attack me. I need some vengeance mode. I already have that. Never mind. Supernal Fervor! Wait, did you actually do it? Oh, you didn't actually do the Supernal Fervor. Supernal Fervor! Yes! Ow. Diving tackle! Alright. Alright, perfect. UV is up there. She has got her things. Oh, yeah.
Do it!
There it is. I was about to say, can I do the multiple one? Spellblade, because I can. I'm gonna put the plan is to stagger this guy with that. There it is. There it is. All right, braver on you. Red. Oh, actually, I gotta get Yuffie getting her Art of War going, and then she's gonna Art of War again. We go back to red. There it is. You're going to do. I have Vengeance. We're gonna get Crescent Claw because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do anything with this. Get another one of those going. Badass as hell! Jesus Christ. The sheer amount of damage you can output of just like knowing what you're doing. Oh, it's so satisfying. You know, fuck it. Just Stardust Ray. Just fuck it. Bye. Oh, you're a little tougher than that. You're a tough little cookie. What I say? Do I still let? Ow, shit. You're stuck in the corner. You're not letting me do anything. All right. Bye. Are you not scared now?
Or you're next.
Ah, shit. Now what?
Give us the guy or you're next.
Dog or no dog, they're never gonna be able to find that dude without us. Hear that? Give us the money, or we're gonna... What?
We found the guy.
Hey, we told you to stay put.
Do you think they listen to anything?
Knew we should have tied him up.
Pointing at Cloud.
Old buddy of yours?
Pointing at Cloud directly for
the
that.
kid's eyes.
Soldier.
He's a soldier.
No wonder he wiped the floor with that monster. But time ain't on his side. Even the strongest ones don't stay strong for long. Sooner or later, he'll wind up like all the rest. Another mumbling hooded freak. Stay a while! Sure, you got lots to catch up on.
Suck it, losers!
We got the guy back!
We got our man.
We got the guy back! Why are you trying to insult us?
Let's take him back to Shield.
Bro, we won! What are you... We won! What are you talking about?
Glad to see our man still alive.
Hey, book for red. Now
See,
Bread's caught
for
up
a few
for a spade.
scrapes, none the worse for the wear.
Reunion. Is it true that soldiers' cells degrade?
Believe me, if I knew, I'd tell you. But Shinra keeps a tight lid on everything soldier-related. Only doctors with access to those secrets are the company's own. I certainly don't qualify. If anyone here was gonna have answers, it'd be you, son. Been feeling under the weather?
Not really.
The procedure you boys underwent was cutting edge. So much so, I doubt anyone in the company knew what the long-term effects might be. The more information we have, the better.
Pile of blood?
So, change your mind about that blood sample?
No.
Well, one of these days I'll win you over.
Hey! Quest complete! Yo, did we star that? Yo, did I actually get it? I'm looking at the wrong screen. Yo, I got the star on it! Let's go! Is it because I sniffed out that the people were evil? Or was there no way to fail it? Because, like, I had the option of being, like, something is suspicious about the two. And I said there was. And I'm wondering if that's what it was. Because I did that, then, yay, I got a star. Sometimes you can't fail them. Sometimes you can. As we know. Because apparently the dog got hurt too much. And it even gives us a tick. Like what actual shame is in a Yakuza game. Because it is just borrowing everything from Yakuza. How dare they? I like how it's the one that we've failed. Because I think the dog got injured. I forgot about the Johnny Everywhere system.
Well, I reckon I better get back to work. Blood won't draw itself. Given the sheer number of those robes,
I want to draw your blood.
Take time. Still waiting on a soldier sample, if you catch my drift.
Cloud, it's a little bit of blood. Come on. Come on, Cloud. Come on. Just one little bit of blood. Just like a tiny little bit. I don't know.
No stealing, or you're out. Got that?
I'm just resting, so I can get rid of the redness on my screen. There we go. It's what I'm doing. Oh, right, you're mad about Barrett. Right, I forgot about that. Anyway, oh, we've only got 2 Queen's Blood. I thought there was multiple here. No, wait, isn't there? I'm bad at the menus. I go to look around and I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? If I go to the region map, how do I go back to this map? Location map, there it is. It's, okay. Okay. I keep forgetting that of like, if I go to here, how do I do the location map? Some of the Alliance Road popped post midnight. Yo. No, there was a guy down here, wasn't there? Wasn't there a guy down here for Queen's Blood? Whee! I swear the flying guy. The flying guy.
Look at you, Olive. You'll require more training if you hope to face me.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. We're not a high enough level to actually fight him yet. Okay. Okay. Because on the map it says up there, whereas we've done 3 out of 4 quests, we've done 0 out of 2 Queen's Blooders. But that guy just doesn't count yet. We're gonna be a higher level. I think that did happen before, where you had to like fight a bunch of people and then it unlocks another one. So anyways, so we do have in here, Biff is straight up one of them. Hi Biff!
What are you looking at? If you got something to say, then spit it out.
I want to fight you at Queen's Blood.
Such a badass that even Beck and his bitches couldn't handle it. Kick me out of their stupid little gang. That's right. You're standing face to face with the legendary Biff. You shaking in your boots yet? Oh. Tough guy, huh? Respect. But it seems to me like we got no choice but to settle this with a game of Queen's Blood. And if I whoop your ass, you gotta give me 3, no, 7 whole gil.
I like how he's just like, yeah, I was kicked out of the gang. Beck's bitches no longer want me. I was kicked out. Alrighty. I think, oh, bomb card. When destroyed, lower the power of allied enemy cards by 4. Big explosion card. I think we're good. I don't remember what my deck is, but I remember it being goated with the source. I'm using that a lot today. I think it's like the 3rd time I've said that. I'm trying too hard to be a Zoomer. Or I'm trying too hard to be a millennial. I don't know. It's one of the two. I have Zemzalet. I love my Zemzalet starter card. And I have 2 crabs and I have security officer. I don't have my flamethrower. I don't have a flamethrower. Do I try? Do I try? I'm gonna try and get a flamethrower. Well, I got time, but you know, that is. Brian wants to leave you making him watch you play cards. I'm slowly ingratiating us with the townspeople here. I'm making sure that people like us. It's working, isn't it? Right? Barrett, tell me I'm right. Barrett, tell me I'm good. I forget how I usually go about this. I can do that, just buff that. I'm just trying too hard in general. Bam, there we go. But again, the big thing that I remember is slowing down your approach so you can actually do badass shit. But that being said, I can actually go forward in the middle directly right now, and it's actually a good strategy because it gets rid of your middle. Ah, there we go. Again, that's the big thing. We slow down our approach enough that we can like conquer them when they start moving forward too much. And then they're dumb. Okay, you have some form of destroying your own card system you've got going on. You're doing one of those things. I understand. I understand. You're doing one of those plans. If I... Again, just trying to think of ways of like slowing down the approach a little bit. You want to pop things when they appear at the right times. You want to overtake their spots. And also make sure you don't have, like, lose yours in the process. also that. So I do Zemsel. I want to do Zemsel like that. I'll put Zemsel like there. There we go. There we go. So now if I play something here, then I just like, haha, your top row is gone. Eat shit. Also, Lamau. Only concern here is that, actually no, because I can play something in the top without, I'd still win the top. The middle is going to be much harder to win. I don't know if I could win the middle, but it's 5 to 6. I don't think I can have anything that would buff the middle. Like, if I place the crab here, I could still win the middle, maybe? Trying to think about the best way to go about this. Actually, no, I've got Chocobo at the top. Chocobo's gonna get buffed for every card that gets buffed. So that'll buff the top row no matter what. And then I can still keep the crab to buff the middle row. I'm good. I'm fine. Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. Not where I'd like you to play your stuff, but you know. If I do the queen up here, see, you can play something and get rid of that, but I've still got the 2 for Titan. I could just get rid of that. Like, it would just overtake it. So it'd still be like fine. Oh, we've now tied out the top row. See, and now you're fucked. Lol. There we go. There we go. And now I have crab. Ah! I know what I'm doing at this game. I have one strategy and it somehow keeps working. I have one strategy and it keeps working. Let go! Let go! There we go.
Wanna know a secret? Truth is, I bailed from the bandit life because I
thought you were becoming legitimate businessmen.
I figured I'd turn over a new leaf and become a Queen's Blood player instead, but turns out no good at that neither. You gotta tell me, what's the trick, man? How do I get your kind of skills? What, don't like handing out free advice or something? Only a real cheapskate would charge for that shit, asshole. Well, better hang on to that gill of yours, because next time we meet, I'ma take 7 off you for sure.
Can I still say that I think it's a good thing for Biff that he got out of Beck's badasses?
Like what I serve? Leave. And be sure to let the door hit your ass on your way.
I was playing card games. You know what's super noticeable about Biff though since he left? He's become much more articulate with his words. Biff was always the one who didn't the bit that they had in Beck's Badasses was that Biff was the one who got confused by words. And Biff was the one who could barely fucking talk. He was always like struggling to talk and form coherent sentences. But now that he's outside of the horrible influence of Beck and not being constantly put down by Beck, he's improving himself. Let's go. It's a good feel-good story for everyone after all, it turns out. Everything is going well. Also, now it's time to challenge the dog. Woof!
Oh, don't mind Rolf here. He's just a bit worked up is all.
Nothing says a dog can't play Queen's Blood.
Rolf gets really excited whenever he senses a skilled player nearby.
Woof!
You may find this hard to believe, but he's the world's only canine competitor.
Lies! I've seen it before. Lies! I've seen a dog play card games earlier. I've already seen it. I've already seen it. Alright. Oh, Cockatree. So when played, destroy allied and enemy cards on affected tiles. Oh, just straight up destroy. Wow, okay. That's an interesting one. Where you place it, oh, something's in front of you, just destroy it and take it over. It gives you more opportunities to go in. But you need 2 pawns set up to do it, which can be difficult depending on your layout up to that point. Give me a flamethrower, like, really quickly. Burr! I was on security officer open. Security officer open is good. I'm gonna get rid of these two then. Come on, flamethrower! Burr! What's the obelisk? Oh yeah, allied cards. Just like, oh yeah, because you place it at the top and then, yeah, I remember this one. I remember this one. I remember why I like to get this one. I remember now. I remember. There we go. And yeah, this also buffs. Titan! Sorry, I'm just saying words. Ignore me. But I'd be very if you didn't. Do I want to play? Okay, I want to play Titan here, so I can play Zemzalet there. I'm gonna do that. Not play Zemzalet immediately, but I can play Zemzalet. But I can't. I'm now realizing I have a lot of cards I actually want to play on the top row because of like them affecting the bottom row. I have a number of cards that actually do exactly that. Yeah, I gotta do that because I gotta get rid of your middle row. Otherwise, you'll advance too far. Cockator. That's a bad spot for a Cockator. That's a spot that don't really make that much sense for a Cockator, really. Oh, actually, I have a plan. Please play a card in one particular spot. Please play it top right. Damn. Damn. I was gonna place this here and just completely and utterly fuck your entire existence. But you're not gonna let me do that. So now, instead, I'm gonna have to do this. Now I'm only fucking most of your existence. Come on. Play it in the top right. Play a card in the top right. Ah, it still works, honestly. Honestly, that still works. Boink. Boink. That just helps me. Bruh. That just helps me more. What are you doing? Okay. Alright, okay. 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 Alright then. Whatever you say, buddy. Whatever you say. Come on, give me a crab. Yeah, another crab. Alright, okay. Alright then! The dog is already impressive. I can play it all. That is true. I forgot I was challenging a dog. But, unfortunately, this dog got utterly fucking destroyed. Unfortunately, this dog got fucking ruined. I'm honestly shocked that I've come up... Oh.
Someone's a sore loser, but you got to admit, he's pretty good, right? Amazing, even. Rolf is actually scheduled to make his television debut. They're doing a special on animals who can play Queen's Blood. And once we get famous, we can finally kiss this town goodbye. We got this.
Is the saucer doing that because they're nearby? I'm honestly shocked that I've come up with a single strategy for Queen's Blood. And it just keeps working. There's enough of them to make an entire special. But only one of them's a dog, though. Only one of them's a dog. Okay, so... Am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anyone for Queen's Blood, am I? Because it says Corel region 2 out of 2. But I'm not high enough to actually fight the guy that's down here. I need to get to rank 5 for that, but I'm not missing anyone. Corel has 2 out of 2, like, in total. Well, that's the way that's saying it. And then if we go to Coastal, like, there's no one down here either. Like, there's all of this you can do. There's a shitload of stuff to do for Queen's Blood, but it doesn't count as, like, people to fight. Yeah, probably just have to come back later. Probably just come back later. Probably just come back later. But we seem to be done for at least, the town. Like, the only thing we have left to do is a quest, which is just, find the Tomberry King. Which is going to be somewhere once we get out of the town. So... I think we just leave town. Actually, let's speak to Chad on the way out.
Welcome to North Corel. The coal mining industry here was the largest employer and backbone of the local community.
But
everything changed with the advent of Mako. As you can see, this village is a casualty of progress.
Oh, okay. The mining that they did here was no longer useful once they did Mako. Oh, hey, gravity. HP absorption. We've linked to, well, it has to be linked to materia. ATB boost. And auto weapon ability, which you have so many of. Oh, I purchased. Yeah, I purchased all the other ones. Yeah, there's auto unique ability and then auto weapon ability. So that's maximum fury. Applies to weapon abilities assigned to command shortcuts. Ah, okay. So you do get to choose which one it is. However, ATB boost. I need ATB boost. Oh, the next one costs 30. I need ATB boost. ATB boost is really good. Well, it's not as useful as at the start, but it going from a 3-minute cooldown to a 60-second, like a 1-minute cooldown is very good. Also gravity. I've not used gravity, so I'll take one of those. I've not actually used gravity in this game. And HP absorption. Like, we just want to level up a shitload. Actually, let's just take another one of those. Let's just take another one of those.
I hope you won't mind my mentioning, but I've observed that World Intel collection is stalled of late. I'm certain, however, a veteran mercenary like you would never abandon a task. I know you must be busy, but I'd appreciate your help.
Chadley, I literally couldn't get to this part of the open world until right now. Enough with the sass. Hurry up and transition. She doesn't treat me poorly. My god. My god. So as I say, I'm gonna put some other things onto you. No, we fight Alexander once we finish this section. We fight Alexander eventually, but not just yet. Okay, healing chakra precision HP. I kind of want to put it on you. Actually, I was about to say I want to put ATB boost on you. I don't want to put it on you. It's either going to be on Yuffie or Red. I feel like I want ATB boost on Red. I want ATB boost on Red for one specific reason. It means that all he has to do at the start of a fight is get any ATB, like get 1 bar. We can instantly double it with ATB boost. Bam, everyone's hasted. I'm so used to putting it on Clyde in the previous game just so I could like do more damage. But where is it? Oh, it's yellow. I thought it was yellow. Yeah, if I put it on red, he gets 1, and then bam, we can immediately just get haste on everyone, and then it's super quick. And then Yuffie would be, like, Yuffie can do the 2 Art of Wars in a row that make her, like, specifically Art of War stronger. But I don't know what I'd get rid of for that. Because, like, these are the 4 that I want on every character. Healing, Chakra, Precision, and HP. I want that on every character just so that, like... Obviously, Precision Defense, because I want to break the game with this. Chakra is just always good and always nice. And I want a shitload of that ready for HUD mode. Healing is always just nice. I don't have to worry about who has healing. And then HP is just because I don't worry about taking damage a lot of the time. Morph. I want to keep... 2 characters have Morph. They don't both need Morph. So let's get rid of Morph on Yuffie. Because it's also max level, so we don't actually even need to level up. And let's give her ATB boost. And then she can do that. I'm honestly just gonna play with Yuffie and Red for a while, honestly. I'm quite enjoying them. I'm quite enjoying them at the moment. I think I'm just gonna continue with them for a while.
Did you guys give it a name yet?
Cloud Jr. Oh, they're gone! No, the bird are gone. Unless they went somewhere, unless they hang around somewhere else. Oh, there they are! Okay, they really do just move around. They actually do just move around town. Because now Cloud Jr. is up here. Every time you come back to town, they're just hanging out in a different spot. That is adorable.
Wouldn't recommend going out there unless you got a death wish.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Alright. Anyway, back into Corel. We once again have some more open worlds. When they said we were going to the Saucer, I was honestly really worried we're going to be, like, doing, like, Gold Saucer before we did this part of the open world, and I'm just like, again, I'm worried that we're going to have too much open world stacked too close to each other if we, like, keep going these extended periods of time without it. Jesus Christ. Can't see shit, Captain! Can't see shit! But this seems to go into the actual section. This is where we go to actually reach the open worlds. Freight elevator, North Corel Gate. I'm going to get to this and it's going to say I can't use it. Really worried I'm going to get to this and it's going to say I can't use it. I can't actually do North Corel yet. Am I allowed to do open worlds? I think can I? Alright, they gotta do this thing where they press the button so all the characters can teleport into the elevator because they don't want to wait on the actual AI pathfinding to get everyone in the elevator. I love that trick. That is not me hating on the game. I genuinely love that. I find that a really creative solution because if you're not actively looking for it, it doesn't feel out of place. But because I know exactly what's going on there, the characters are not walking into the elevator, they're teleport. Well, some of them, they probably, like, if they can walk, still do it so you can hear the footsteps. But if they can't get it in time, just teleport the characters into the elevator and just force the camera to be really close to Cloud so you can't see them spawn him literally behind you. It's so funny. Man, one of those little game tricks where it's just like, if you don't know what you're looking for, you have no idea what's happening. But if you know what you're looking for, then it's like, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You could definitely see some videos that people will put online where something like that will happen, and it's like, oh my god, can you believe that the devs are lying to us? This game is bad because the devs are lying to us. And my entire thought process for that is just, yeah, guess what? The devs are lying to you about every video game you've ever played. Guess what? How do I call a chocobo? How do I call a chocobo? Can I sit? Seriously? Seriously? Stop cucking me out of exploring this area! What the hell? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Why? Okay, I guess we do go to the Gold Saucer before we do this. God damn it. I guess we do indeed go to the Gold Saucer before we get to this. Chadley, you'll go to the Gold Saucer or else. We've done so much main story in a row. We've done so much of it. Let me go to the open world, please. Please, 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 please. I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. Come on. Okay, fine. Fine. I can't possibly move some twigs. Can I not fast travel back? I can't fast travel back, can I? Go back. Fast travel, there we go. Left grab. I can't fast travel if I'm in the region. I have to be on the world. I guess I'm allowed to not go that way. I guess I will go to the Gold Saucer. It just seems like it's a lot. It's an open world, only theme park. It just feels like it's a very long period of time that we've gone without a big open world section, and they keep teasing me with a big open world section and then pulling it away. I'm just a little confused that this is the structure. Again, we did the first 2 open world sections almost back to back. All we had dividing it was the Mithril Mines, but it also made sense to lower Junon before you did the open world section and fight the boss with to save Yuffie and everything, because then you can unlock the side quests that you would actively do there. So it's a little bit more time, but it's just like that was the entire break that we had between Grasslands and Junon, and now between like Junon and Corel there was a lot. But then we did like a very small part of Corel, and then we're doing another big thing by like walking all the way around the mountains and everything. And then we're delaying it even further by going to the Gold Saucer. And I'm just like... I mean, again, maybe it makes sense. Maybe the amount of open world sections the game has, it makes sense for this to be the case. Maybe it makes sense that, oh, it's going to be all of this because there's only so many open world sections and we want to, like, break them up a bit more. Maybe that is the goal. I don't know. I don't know. Chocobo race standings. Welcome to the Gold Saucer. It's not a giant cactuar, so it's there.
Ready? Then let's get a move on.
This Gold Saucer is not a giant cactuar, so therefore it's lame. You will not be able to return to North Corel for some time. Sure, I've done what I can here. This one is not a giant cactuar, so therefore it sucks.
This'll take us all the way to the saucer.
Hey, you can't let those assholes talk to you like that. We should go back and beat him up or something. Practically the whole damn town came out to crap on him. Someone tell me why I'm the only one who's pissed here.
I feel like Barrett probably thinks they're right.
I told you. I can take it.
Think you could at least tell us what it was all about? They were talking like you sold them out for money, but I know that isn't true. That's not you. So how'd they get it so wrong?
Where the hell is it?
This about her? About Marlene?
Corel wasn't much. Decent place with decent coal. Decent folks, too. Rough around the edges, but big hearts. Salt of the earth. And I sold them all down the river.
Yeah, you did.
Took away their future and their hope.
We
were happy. Covered in soot and poor as dirt. But none of that mattered. We had
First thing that's
friends
happened
and
more than
family,
5 years ago.
and that was enough.
Kind of.
Till we learned about the miracle of Mako and all we'd been missing out on. And then we just had to have a taste.
So now only Dine is opposed.
Damn right I am. We can't just abandon the mines.
Not after our fathers and grandfathers risked their lives to maintain them.
I hear you, Don. I do. But nobody sees any future in coal. So I ask you, why break our backs working harder and harder when we're taking home less year after year?
If I may, sir. Once the reactor is complete, a portion of the revenue will go to the town.
A portion?
Your community will be preserved, or enriched, I should say.
Listen, man. This is your chance to give your daughter a better life than what we had.
You think I haven't thought about that?
By the way, Barrett with 2 arms.
Come on. Are we gonna let some city slickers tell us our coal is worthless? We gonna let them tell us we're worthless?
It would seem we've reached an impasse. In which case, any further discussion would be a waste of breath. So, Mr. Mayor, shall we put it to a vote?
Well then, all in favor?
How much of it was Barrett's idea specifically, though?
2 years later, the reactor was finished, and the trial run went off without a hitch. Everyone was ecstatic, convinced it was the dawn of a new era. Then one day, the reactor exploded.
Not one
Y'all
you did?
saw the aftermath.
Yeah, it was bad.
And then Shinra came rolling.
Yeah, it was a big
down.
explosion. We saw it. We did see what the result of it was.
Burned everything. Innocent people in their homes.
Was that Scarlet? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bitch.
I don't get it. Why burn the whole town?
To craft a story that it was all the work of a local insurgent group. But ain't no villager ever gone near the reactor. They lied right through their
This is still their MO. This is what they were doing when we were attacking the reactors. They exaggerated it to just be like, oh, this is what they did.
Still, there's a whole lot of blood on my hands, too. I pushed for the reactor. I put us on the path that brought us here.
Barrett.
The saucer's waiting. Is this really how it's gonna be? Listen, I don't want your sympathy or your pity. You can keep all of that nonsense. I did what I did, and I can live with it.
Right. We gotta shake this off. We're about to rock up to the funnest place ever. The Gold Saucer.
Huh?
So turn those frowns upside down.
What in the hell? Ain't no one but you thinking about how much fun we're gonna have. Right?
It's gotta be a balance between being depressed and having fun.
Wanna have a look? It's coming up over there.
I'm still upset it's not a giant cactuar.
Glad Glad to see we're all on the same page.
The price of progress. We're on chapter 8. I feel like the chapter numbers are going by like really fast. Jesus Christ!
Look! Look!
I didn't realize how many lights were gonna be on it.
And hello to you too!
A theme I am concerningly familiar with, to say the very least. Jesus fucking Christ. A mechanical weapon. Okay. These lights were not on it when we were looking at it from a distance. I guess, yeah, night has set, and this is what it does of a nighttime. We've just never seen it at nighttime.
Come on, come on!
Maybe not a cat top before Gold Saucer doesn't have a giant mech whale. That is true. That is true. They're just booking it. They're just fucking booking it. Oh god, that hi there. How's your how much MGP are you looking for, man? I'm trying to get the Cyber Tender Imperator. It's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna use it to show off to all the people on all my hunt trains. If you haven't watched my 14 playthrough, I'm sorry, but for the foreseeable future, you're fucked. If you've not seen the 14 playthrough or aren't familiar with Final Fantasy 14, I do apologize. Once we go in here, you're gonna be lost for the rest of the time that we're here. It's gonna be non-stop. I can't help it. You are going to be completely and utterly screwed. I don't think you're staff. So I'm gonna steal this materia. You didn't want it, right? Ready for Disneyland, sup, Rebel? Look at all the boxes for the gold saucer. Oh my god, I can get a little glimpse out into it from here. You're on the other side of the railing. You're not safe there. Buggy parking. You aren't either. Yeah, I feel like this is not how... I feel like we've taken the back entrance to the Gold Saucer. I feel like most people who come to the Gold Saucer don't come here through Corel. I have this funny feeling. Just a suspicion on my behalf. Yeah, they can probably get here from a helicopter from fucking Costa. That makes sense. It is up in the mountains. Oh, of course. Oh, of course. Holy shit, Palmer. Palmer was basically not saying a word at the meeting.
Tifa Lockhart and Cloud Strife. Look at them. Look.
Yeah, we're now straight up wanted, dead or
Flower seller
alive.
and Hojo's lab rat. Who are these people?
At least they're finally on a real wanted list. It's about time.
That's all well and good, but why am I in charge of handing out the posters? Don't they know I have a division to run?
I think you're where the president wants you.
Palmer, you didn't say a word at the meeting, so now you're on poster duty.
Cloud, the others are waiting.
I've seen a distressing lack of bunny girls so far as well. I'm not gonna lie. I've been there. Fireworks! Welcome to the Gold Saucer! Chocobo Square, Event Square, Battle Square, Go Square, Wonderment Square, Skywheel Square, and Speed Square. But where's Round Square? That's the best one. Where's the round square? Square Enix, those are circles. Well, that's why the round square's the best one. Because it's still a square, even though it's round. Look at all the holiday people. You are not a bunny girl. Or a bunny boy, even for that matter. You're neither of them. Sorry, this entire place is getting judged on a very, very harsh metric. And so far, even though we're not really inside, it's not succeeding.
All our scheduled flights are currently
Also, big reason why Mount Corel is found in the gold. Mount Corel. Oh yeah. Mount Corel is the fucking thing that's in Round Square. You go into Round Square and you literally climb like Mount Corel. That's what it's called. It is called that because it's here. Ah, you got me!
Desert parking area. Access is reserved for guests with vehicles and their companions.
Okay, so you can also drive here. You can also drive here. That's what the buggy parking is. Is that the buggy? Is that the buggy? That seems like a very intense buggy. Okay. Again, this entire place is being judged on a very harsh metric. I do apologize. Oh, it's not actual words. I was hoping gonna have actual words. Ah, I can splash in the water. I can go in the water if I want. Let's go.
You'll find the main entrance just up ahead. We hope you enjoy your stay with us.
Filled with magic that belongs to you as well. Because the gold saucer is now your home away from home. Countless dreams and delights.
Why the fuck does this Moogle look like this? Why the fuck does this Moogle look like this? FF7, what the fuck is wrong with your Moogle designs consistently? I want to go for a swim. I can't even reach this one. Stop staring at me. Anyway, gold saucer. Oh, okay. So this gold saucer, what do they have a remote-sided human call it too? They yell at each other at the same time. You can't hear shit. So, okay, so this gold saucer is not Cactuar themed, it's Moogle themed. That's honestly horrifying because the gold saucer here being Moogle themed means that it's themed after 7 Moogles, which are bad. Because they're weird, especially that one. I don't like 7 Moogles. So this being a Moogle themed gold saucer, oh no.
Excuse us. Coming through.
We're rude. We're just rude people, aren't we?
Alright, everyone, let's get this party started.
Cactuars! There it is! Sunberry! Fat Chocobo! But I'm very confused. Yuffie's getting a magical girl transformation. Yuffie's been here for a couple seconds and got a magical girl transformation. Yeah, just dance! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, of course you're here. Okay, Yuffie's been here for a couple of seconds, and we're immediately reenacting West Side Story, apparently. Girls, when were you practicing this? I recognize some of those poses. I didn't realize that being a Mandible Man was a direct VII reference either. I did not realize being a Mandible Man came from VII. I distinctly recognize those poses.
Welcome to our gilded paradise, the Gold Saucer.
Oh God.
Art director. And you, sir, are...
Cloud.
You're on a wanted list. Maybe you stop using your real name everywhere.
We duel?
You don't get a choice in the matter.
Let go.
Now, when fate sets us a challenge, we must rise to meet it. Are you ready to rumble?
Why is Prince Cat here also? Why is the Prince Cat here? What is going on?
You can do this, Cloud.
I am overstimulated. I've been here for a couple of seconds, and approximately everything ever has happened. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We got an OG model dance off.
Second act. Practice, eh?
What?
Come on.
Right hook. Okay, yeah. Right hook. Left hook. Okay, punch out. It's punch out. Oh, okay, wrong. Okay. Okay, so left. Oh, okay, you okay, right stick to the right, left stick to the left. Okay. Okay. Question, why is this the most unresponsive thing that has ever existed? Why is this the single most unresponsive thing I've ever done in a video game? This it. You gonna stop me? You gonna stop me? You gonna stop me with this, of all things?
Let's see if you have what it takes, young man.
You gonna stop me with this?
All right. Come on.
Bro, this bar doesn't. This thing doesn't fucking work. Why does this feel so garbage? What the fuck? Why is this so bad? Yeah! That felt like... That is the worst feeling thing I've experienced in this game. I love when my input delay is like longer than 5 seconds. I love when my input delay is longer than 5 seconds. What fucking trashy shit heap was that? What the fuck was wrong? Why was it like that? What the fuck was wrong with that? Okay. Okay. This place has an incredibly shithouse first impression. That was garbage. Oh my god. Oh, that was like aggressively awful. Oh my god. Wow, really? This is meant to be my first impression of the place? Okay, okay. You overstimulated me with like 6 different things in a row, and then introduced me to what I'm already calling the worst minigame in the game. That was less responsive than FF14's Chocobo Racing. And there's no online component to it.
Thanks.
That is the worst thing I've experienced in this game. I never want to do that again. If that minigame comes up again, we're straight up not doing it. Fuck that. I refuse.
Your ticket to paradise.
I fucking outright refuse. Cool, bye.
Let's go.
Chad, I don't think I like this game. Chad, I don't think I like Rebirth.
Nicely done. You were pretty nervous.
Chad, I don't think I like Rebirth.
Matt's used to performing in front of crowds. You should have seen him at the Honeybee Inn.
Barrett.
You've got to tell me that one later.
It's because it's not an action thing, even though it's presented like he inputs basically just trigger canned animations. Does everyone else who plays this game agrees that that's the worst fucking thing in the world? Because that was fucking horrible. Every second I was in that was excruciating pain. That was so bad. Everyone okay, good. It's not just me. I gotta say, terrible fucking first impression of this place. Absolute dog shit first impression of this place. I'm like straight up not even happy to be at the Gold Saucer. I already don't like this place. Like, if that's gonna be their if that's gonna be what they put as their foot forward, fuck this entire place. I don't want to. Let's leave. Chat, we're leaving. Chat, fuck this place, we're leaving. If they're gonna they're gonna serve me shit on a plate. I don't want to be here. Brr! Brr! That guy is not a mandible man. He might be posing like one, but that guy's a fraud. That guy is a fraud. That guy is a fucking fraud. That guy is not a mandible man. He may make poses like them, but he is no fucking mandible man. He is not gentlemanly enough. So, like, what is with this game and just being paced terribly? Like, I know I've had this, the minigame is whatever, but the show before it ruled. No, the show before it was pretty garbage, I'm not gonna lie. The show before it was bad because it felt like it was only trying to overstimulate you. Again, it's the thing that this game fucking loves doing, of not letting things settle for any amount of time. It feels like they've blown their entire load at once. It's just like, what I just experienced could have been several different moments in the Gold Saucer. And instead it was just rapid fire. Like, instead of experiencing a bunch of individual different things, the game just went rapid fire overstimulate mode. Like, it was just 0 to 10,000 instantly. And it was just like, here's a dance thing, here's this thing, here's a big man on a truck, here's a mini game, and it's just like, game, you have a really bad habit sometimes of not just like letting things have any amount of breathing room. This game is so long, and it feels like the game is trying to rush you at so many moments to just get through it all. Like, I don't have time to like take in and appreciate that like Yuffie did a choreographed dance and had a magical girl transformation sequence. I didn't have the moment to take in the fact that what the fuck is the Prince Cat doing here? Like, why, like, Prince Cat comes from seeing, like, the plate fall, and now Prince Cat is here because, oh, there's a man on a truck and he's showing up and he's doing mandible poses. And then immediately, here's a mini get, and I'm, okay. I am now officially at a point where it feels like you're just trying to just overwhelm me rather than like have anything be- I don't like this place. Chat, I don't think I like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Chat, I don't know if I like this game. I don't know if I like this game. It pisses me off too much. There's too many things that I should like, but then the game fucks up the landing and I don't like it.
Welcome to paradise, the Gold Saucer.
There's just like no breathing room. There's no space. There's no time for anything. It's just.
Sure. Sounds like a plan to me.
I had my fill of fun in Costa del Sol.
There also needs to be more cactus. There needs to be more cactus. I mean, I see a chocobo chick there. I see a plant there. The battle square. I see a chocobo there. I see chocobos there. There's a lot of chocobo. I'm okay with a lot of chocobos.
I've been mistaken for a cast member so many times that I finally decided just to apply for a job. Wouldn't you know it? Got in? You mean you work here now?
That's amazing!
Yep. Starting next week, I'll be an official employee of the Gold Saucer.
Hello.
Let's put it to a vote then. Teensy little break. All those in favor? Me.
Yay or nay?
I'm already outvoted. It doesn't matter what I say.
Have your fun. While you still have time.
Hey. Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
No. I'm alright.
Come on, man. I know this ain't the scene. Why don't you and me go book us some rooms?
Fine.
Well, the four of us are off.
Bye. So we're gonna like switch playable characters to one of them to do gold saucer stuff and Claudia's not involved.
Get some sleep, okay?
Is that the plan? Is that the plan? I was going for Plasma to help again. You'll love to see it.
Hotel's gotta be that way.
Ah, Ghost Square, obviously. Ghost Square. So you can sleep in the haunted rooms. I hate you so much. Well, I talk about dev decision making behind this game. Depends on how much it says too much about later parts of the game. I don't know. Full Zero is the way did our girls get those dance skills earlier? Cloudly, I mean, like we had that in remake.
What's wrong with those guys?
It won't last.
What?
Mako, when it's gone, so's this.
Where'd that come from?
Paraphrasing you.
You're not wrong, but I get your point. Live it up while you can. Future's not promised to no one.
I hate these Moogles so much. I'll be honest, this Moogle's not helping me. This Moogle's not helping me. The Moogle doesn't help. Away from the glitz and glamour. Is this auto moving? G, okay. No, I thought the floor would move. I didn't realize it was a magic teleporter. I didn't realize it was a magic teleporter. Bro, I don't want to sleep here. It's scary. I'm gonna piss my pants. I'm gonna pee my pants if I need to sleep in Luigi's mansion. I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be a portrait ghost. It's scary. But hopefully you can't also Barrett in a situation where you know you might die tomorrow. It's not like you're gonna hang out yourself today after. Well, I don't think like it's not about them dying. I mean, partially, but it's also about the fact that like this level of excess only exists because of Shinra's equals. Actual Mako ghost or a projection of a Mako ghost?
Whoa! Can you believe this shit? This is what the planet's dying for? This is why we're bleeding her dry? Look at it. Look. All of it. Mako. Siphoned straight from the life stream. From her veins.
Hey,
maybe I'm meant to hate this place. Maybe I'm meant to hate this place. Oh.
What do we have here? A man with a rain cloud over his head. So how about a reading to clear those somber skies? Whether it be dark or bright, I'll read your future right. Just didn't go shooting the messenger, eh?
This some kind of toy?
It's an ugly Moogle.
Yoo-hoo, lads. Eyes up here.
Hi, Prince Cat.
Fortune teller extraordinaire. Put it there.
I thought that's not how you pronounce that.
It's a toy, all right. Pretty lifelike.
I thought that's not how you pronounce that.
Come on, pal. Give us a smile. The gold saucer's meant to be a happy place filled with happy people, don't you know? So show us those pearly whites.
I have met this cat also in 14, but in a very, 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 very different scenario.
You coming?
Bro, isn't your name pronounced Ketchi? Bro, isn't your name Gaelic? Isn't it pronounced Ketchi? Also, your name's Gaelic. Why are you talking with a Scottish accent? What?
Someone's got a bee in their bonnet.
Or is Gaelic also... I thought Gaelic was Irish. But or is there a part of history that I'm unfamiliar with where Gaelic was a language spoken in both Ireland and Scotland? If that could be actual history and I'm not familiar with it. I've only been familiar with Gaelic as being Irish, but I could easily be wrong about that.
Strange. Most folks like me.
The spooky ghosts. A pronunciation everyone used to say back in the day, so I decided to localize it that way despite it being technically wrong. That's cowardice. That's cowardice. Like, it's an actual name from another actual language. Don't be a coward.
Someone's got a bee in their bonnet.
Like, don't be a coward. Fuck you, learn how to say it properly. Like... It's a pretty lame reason for just being like, yeah, we're just gonna have it just like, we're gonna have the name in Gaelic, but we're just gonna not pronounce it in Gaelic. Fucking Simon ass over here. 2 minutes to midnight. To kill the unborn in the womb. Ah, ghosts! We're meant to be sleeping here. Surely one part...
The outside was tacky. Seems classy now.
Surely the part of your theme park where people sleep is the one part where, like, the gimmick can fucking chill for a second, but no, I guess not. Gaelic refers to a group of Celtic languages, specifically the Greater Lake languages of the British Isles. Well, both Irish and Scottish Gaelic are part of this group. The term Gaelic is often used in Scottish Gaelic. Oh! Irish simply referred to as Irish in English or Gaelic in native language. Oh, okay. 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 I've known a lot more Irish people in my life than Scottish people. As in, I don't think I've known any Scottish people, but I've known a number of Irish people, and the Irish people that I've known speak about speaking Irish Gaelic. So, okay. Okay, never mind then. Never mind then, Kate Sith. Despite the fact that you don't pronounce your name correctly, your accent is appropriate. We have that at least. We have that at least. I think I remember reading from Disney designers that like the hotels are a part meant to be a neutral resting, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, I've never been to a Disney place. There's no Disney parks in Australia. Nor would I have any desire to go to one, if I'm being completely honest. Everything that I've seen about Disney parks seems to be the antithesis of what I want in a theme park, which is probably why this place is not doing anything for me right now. But yeah, I was like, I've never been to a Disney park, but like, where you sleep, do they still lean into the gimmick? But apparently in Queen's Blood. Can I fight the ghost of Queen's Blood? I mean, like wacky over-the-top area. I get what this place is trying to do. Oh my god. Like, I get what this place is meant to be. It is meant to be, again, that emotional roller coaster. We just had the moment of, like, Barrett sold out his town and now everyone in the town is dying. And now we get a moment where it's, like, wacky, holy shit shenanigans. And that the game is going through its roller coaster. I get that's what the game's doing. And I also understand that this is, like Barrett is saying, a sign of the excess of Shinra. It is meant to be a direct contrast of just like, yeah, this place is like fun and people are having happy times here and everything like that. And all of this is happening at a direct cost of all of the ruined communities that we've been coming across in the game. And all of the parts of the planet that are dying are being used to fuel all of this and everything like that. I get that's what it's doing. I have no issue with any of that. I just think the intro to the place is fucking dog shit. I just think the initial introduction of this place is dog shit, dog ass, dog water, terrible, atrocious, like outright fucking bad. It feels like the intro is just trying to be like, it's like the intro sequence almost feels like LOL XD random levels of, whoa, look at what's happening. Whoa, we're going to this. Whoa, there's a big man. Whoa, there's a fight. Whoa, there's a Scottish cat on a Moogle. Whoa, we're magical. Like, it feels like it's, again, it almost feels like it is LOL XD random styles of, we're gonna impress you by just blah, all at once. And it's, again, it just feels like the place blew its load instantly. Like, am I gonna go through the gold saucer and have a bunch of individual, like, wow, that's so over the top and cool moments? Or have they just blown it all immediately at the beginning, which is then immediately followed up with the worst minigame in the game because it feels deliberately designed to feel terrible. It's just an incredibly dog shit first impression. So my immediate impression, like, this place has to do a lot of work to build it back up. The place has to do a lot of work to build it back up for me to, like, be into this place. Because its first impression was so god-awful.
My most sincere
and this is not doing it.
Got any rooms? There's 6 of us all told. Well, 5 and 1 pet.
Might I inquire as to what kind of pet?
Lab rat dog.
He was joking. Make it 6.
Very well. Now then. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, gentlemen, but it appears we're all booked up for the night.
For crying out loud.
No matter how much this guy gets paid.
Forgive me, sir. But according to my records, all of our
there is no amount of money this guy is getting paid that is enough to get paid for this job.
Hello again. Nowhere to stay?
And what's it to you?
Now then, did you want 1 suite or 2?
You trying to scam us?
I wouldn't dream of such a thing. And to prove it, I'll foot the entire bill myself.
Sure you will.
Well, aren't we a prickly bunch?
Kate sits here deliberately because he wants to, like, help us, right?
You there, dangly man. Would you mind checking one more time?
Right. Kate Sith is immediately deliberately approaching us because he wants to help us.
The Tonberry and Eligor suites have just become available.
Because the one thing that we've seen about him before is being sad that the plate fell.
So good to do good. All right, lads, enjoy your stay.
Like, Kate Sith hates Shinra.
Toodaloo.
Whatever the fuck is going on with Kate Sith. Kate Sith hates Shinra.
Your suites are on the 4th floor.
Because we saw Kate Sith be mad about the plate falling.
At the top of the stairs.
So it feels like Kate Sith are deliberately trying to like be friendly towards us because Kate Sith wants to help us because we're against Shinra. I mean, obviously these characters would have no fucking clue of that. But us, having been like, why the fuck was there a Prince Cat in this cutscene out of nowhere? This is one of the most emotionally scarring moments of this game. Why the fuck is there a Prince Cat? Another one of those moments where even Remake is just like, hey, Whiplash, but like not even serving any purpose. It's just like, this makes no sense. Why the fuck are you showing me this now of all things? But it's now come up of just being like, oh.
A Tonberry robot delivers your food right to your doorstep.
Oh. And so when we found Prince Cat here, we know that Prince Cat's trying to help us.
Right around midnight, he hears a sound outside his room. So he gets up. Goes over
He
to
moves the chairs through my body.
sees an old Tonberry robot. Battered little thing with a huge knife dripping with blood. As he shuffles down the hallway, real slow, till he's out of sight.
Come on, man.
Oh, it's true. Was looking for the jerk who smashed it up. Night after night, that Tonberry.
Is this where we fight the Tonberry King?
Seeking revenge, and if it crosses paths with ill-mannered guests that reminded of the one who did it wrong, stab right through their heart. A robot with a grudge. Scary stuff.
So let's sleep here then, I guess. And no one's working here. I guess it is midnight, according to the evil possessed clock. Sorry! Sorry, Kate Sith, I'm showing up. Hi.
There you are.
Sup? Hi, how are you?
The offer still stands. A fortune or two to steer you true.
You can answer any question.
Every time he looks at us, he
Of
does this big
course.
fucking smile.
Be it this, be it that. Go on and ask the cat.
Okay.
He also
we're
has to
looking
work
for
the
Sephiroth.
bar. Oh no.
Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth, you say? All right. Hold on to your underpants. Meow, meow,
Cat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Cat does not find this question suspicious at all.
Things are looking up, so throw caution to the wind. Put your trust in others, and a last-minute twist may pleasantly surprise you. What's this got to do with Sephiroth?
What indeed?
Oh, it's a random bit of
Give me
paper that
another
spits out.
chance. I'll get it this time.
It's a random bit of, it just spits out a random message that you just gotta like vaguely interpret how you want it to line up with what you think.
Watch your belongings. Lucky color. Black? We're done.
Wait, don't go. Third time's a charm. Come on, you stupid thing.
This one's just a dick butt drawing.
Anything the matter?
Seek, and you are sure to find. But alas, you shall forever lose what you cherish most.
The first one was good luck, and then this
The
one was
stars
bad
work
luck.
in mysterious ways.
You good?
Yeah, it's just what I cherish most.
Your phone. You never watch Nerdy Prudes Must Die?
See what this crap does.
My apologies, sir.
Looking at numbers 15, 2, 61, 3.14.
Something tells me I'm going to have the worst nightmares when I go to bed.
I'm getting this tingling up and down my spine. some kind of sixth sense.
Why are we sleep? Why is anyone ever sleeping here? Oh no, 11037.
Tells me I'm going to have the worst nightmares when I go to bed. You won't believe this, but I finally got the Marlboro room. I've heard it's to die for.
Please don't tell me it smells like a
I can't
Marlboro.
wait to spend an entire night surrounded by Marlboro everything.
Now that's the stuff of dreams. I'm in the Mandragora room myself.
There's no better way to start your day at the Gold Saucer than to be woken by the sound of screams.
I love it.
You know when they talk.
But now that I've managed to book the Marlboro,
You know when they talk about don't stick your dick in crazy?
decision.
Don't ask any of these too out. It's not worth it.
But alas, that one's reserved.
It's not worth it. Don't do it. Don't ask them out.
I know. Why don't we book it together? Half the cost, double the fun.
Are you sure? That would be perfect. One night in the Behemoth room is all I need to complete my sweet conquest.
It's not worth it. Yeah, this is you know, I thought this hotel was like meant to be a, whoa, look, it's so scary. Yeah, I think it would make more sense if there were other hotels and this was a niche hotel. I mean, Barrett said, what about your other hotels? Are they booked out? But if there are other hotels here, then why the fuck did Barrett choose here first? I'm okay, such a thing as people having self-awareness. Look, all I'm saying is that now that we're aware... Okay, you say don't say them out loud in public. Angelo, I think you're allowed to say your kinks out loud in public if you're in the kink hotel. If you're in the kink hotel, I think it's actually fine to speak out loud about your kinks directly related to the kink hotel. But now that we understand what's actually going on with this hotel, Cloud, whatever you do, do not bring out the UV light that you're using for the side quest before out in this place. For the love of all of your sanity. For the love of all of your sanity forever, do not bring out that light during this.
You wish to go down, I presume?
4th floor.
That would be up, I believe.
Very well. 4th floor it is.
Run me X skill check in time just this one time. Oh, hi, Palmer. Oh, look. They're following us. Oh, poor Elena.
Reservation under the name Palmer.
Director of Space and Aeronautics?
Yes, of course. One moment, please. It says here you canceled those rooms?
What? No, we didn't.
That's the room that you cancelled!
While we did have you booked for the Tonberry and Elagor,
That was the room that you cancelled!
Mr. Palmer sent word that they were no longer required.
That's impossible.
Is something wrong?
Jesus Christ, Kate said.
We lost the rooms.
But I guess the idea is that to make sure they don't stay in the same room as us.
Well, no point dwelling on it.
Yeah, Kate's just covering for us to make sure they don't stay in the same hotel as us.
Yoo-hoo, waitress.
And somehow this guy who's hanging upside down forever didn't lose his job over it. Poor guy. I'm sure all he wants to do is lose his fucking job because, oh dear God.
Farewell. We hope you have
I hear the knocking
yourselves
constantly.
a ghoulish and morbid evening.
You could not sleep with all of this shit going on. Chat, I'm gonna be completely honest. Not that I haven't been so far. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. The gold source is not winning me over. Chat, I'm not gonna be honest. I have a terrible first impression of this place, and it's not improving. I mean, I know what I know for this. Like, this I'm not meant to find appealing. Because why the fuck is the hotel? Again, like, we literally entered this place. We entered this place with Barrett just being like, wow, this is fucked up. Like, all of, like, the planets dying for a gimmick like this. So I don't think I'm meant to like the hotel. I think I'm meant to come into the hotel just being like, yeah, this is too much. This is absurd and ridiculous. But yeah, I'm not liking this part of it. I mean, there's still a lot to go in it because the place was huge. But its first impression was really bad and nothing has changed. Tom Berry Robot.
More toys.
Again, it's just, it gave a really bad first impression and it's not even, like, tried to do anything to fix it. My first impression of this place was garbage and it's not doing anything to want to change that.
Johnny's seaside flea trap.
But also, our characters also don't like it, so again, it feels intentional. This being...
Not for fun, just to take a walk.
This being so tourist trappy feels like I'm meant to not like it.
Hey, you've been acting pretty weird lately, Cloud.
It almost, again,
shake it off.
it almost feels intentional that I'm not meant to like this because it's aggressively tourist trap nonsense. I think you're the only LP I've watched that didn't like the... I would like the intro if it was, like, not all one thing. Stop following me. That's a... It's just doing Scourge. Again, I would appreciate the intro if it wasn't just all at once. No one can sleep here. No, this is... You know, if someone brought me to a place and tried to make me stay in a hotel like this, I think I'd actually burn the fucking joint down. I think I would actually burn the place down. I don't think the hotel would survive until morning. Okay. 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 Okay, this bit did get me. That is a strong bit. This is a strong bit. Having, like, if you're going to lean into the horror theme of your hotel, which don't do that for fuck's sakes, but if you're going to, the fake door. The fake door. No, Tom Berry Robot is cute. It's just, it's gonna kill me. It's following me, doing Scourge attack. It's gonna kill me is the main issue. Yeah, no, my issue with the intro is the issue that I've had with several moments of this game. Where the game just refuses to let things settle for any amount of time. Again. Like, it's just that, but the beginning section of this could have been multiple different scenes, and every one of those scenes could have been an individual moment I would have enjoyed. But it felt like all they tried to do was just overstimulate me at the start, and that shit just doesn't work on me. It actively makes me stop liking it. But here's how I describe this. You know how I play games? If you watch like my LPs, if you watch how I play games and how I've talked about other things, I'm someone who takes shit slowly. I think that's the issue. I am the world's slowest gamer. I play things slowly. Not just in, like, I play games slowly in every conceivable fashion. I will walk through areas slowly to try and take in everything. I will play things slowly as in, like, I will take a decent break between doing games in a series. Like, we've been playing, like, we're doing, like, Metal Gear, Yakuza, Ace Attorney on the channel. I don't finish one game and then immediately move on to the next game in the franchise. I let there be a bit of time between those. And obviously with streaming, and I do so many different games at once, I also individually, each game, I play for a long period of time. I, like, stream a game once or twice a week. Lately, once every 2 weeks because I've been busy. But, like, I'll play a game, like, once or twice a week and have a lot of decompression time between all of that. I'm someone who, a lot of their appreciation from a game comes from that taking time taking the time approach. I let things settle. Like, when I finish a stream, I think about it a lot. I think about the moments that we had during that. Obviously, like, when I'm editing the video, I'm, like, clipping through it to, like, cut out parts of it, or just, like, rewatching certain sections to just, like, see my own reactions, or just, like, any moments where I'm just like, oh, how did I react to that, in terms of, like, how I mentally thought I reacted to that, and anything like that. I'm like making thumbnails and titles for it, so I'm, like, obviously thinking about, like, what do I do for the description, what do I do for the title, do I need to change the thumbnail, I upload it onto YouTube, I get the comments on YouTube of people talking about it, I get the people talking in Discord if they didn't catch the video live, like, watch the stream live and then they talk about it in the Discord after the fact. I let shit settle so much when I play games. I am very much a person who wants to absorb every moment as much as I can, and I do that by having big periods of time between them. And sometimes this game does that. And sometimes Remake did it as well. They literally had a moment where the characters were talking about that exact, like, feeling at the end of Costa del Sol. Like, after the attack on the beach, and then Yuffie came and saved us, multiple characters just chilling on the beach in the sunset literally said lines about that. About those little moments in between, where you reflect on everything, where you think about those things and everything like that. They're the moments that stick with you. They're the moments that matter and everything like that. And that's, like, very much what I feel. So I feel like, so the multiple moments that this game just wants to rapid, harsh cut from one thing to the next with zero amount of downtime between, it just washes over me entirely. It no longer sticks with me, it just washes over me and has no impact on me. So an intro for this section is exactly that. I don't have the time to appreciate that Yuffie had a magical girl trance sequence. Because immediately, like, she's doing the dance, and they're, like, connected, so that's fine. But then it's immediately, oh, it's a West Side Story bit, and Andrea is there and everything like that. And it's immediately that. And then it's immediately, oh, there's a guy on a truck, and he's doing a mandible pose. And he's doing the mandible dance. And he's doing everything like that. And then he's doing all of this shit. And he's on a giant truck. But then immediately, Cloud's being pulled in. And we're now doing a mini-game, which is the worst feeling mini-game that a human has ever created. What the fuck? That doesn't help it, I'm gonna be honest. A big part of it is the fact that the mini-game, like, it feels like you have this entire intro sequence that they want to lead up to this mini-game. And it just doesn't help that the mini-game is the single worst feeling thing I've had in this entire fucking game. It's like, I am pressing a button, and there is genuinely, it feels like 5+ seconds of input delay. And it's like, what? That's the payoff? That's the payoff for this rapid smash cut of shit? The worst feeling thing in the game? Like, the thing is, like, I'm like this when it comes to literally everything. When it's like, I want shit to take time, when I want to take time with stuff, I am like this with fucking everything. There's nothing in my life that I am not this kind of person with. So, like, and the thing is, I think a lot more people are like what I am than they realize. We're just, like, having a lot of cultural moments that are pushing it towards more so this. Like, one of the big obvious ones, which more and more people are pushing against, is television binging in the streaming era. Of a show will come out, here's the entire season, and collectively everyone watches the entire season in the space of a weekend. I don't do that shit, and I hate, and the times that, like, people have tried to get me to do that shit, I've fucking hated it. And culturally, it also just has way less impact for a lot of those. There's a reason that Game of Thrones was one of the biggest talked about things ever. Like, there's been very few streaming shows that have had that level of cultural impact, that have batch released everything at once, and it needs to have either sheer creativity or uniqueness or quality or something to override that. Something like Stranger Things comes to mind. Or like certain, like, mini-series, like docu-series, that Netflix have also done. But if it's like, again, the condensed thing, then it also just feels like a long movie. I fucking hate binging TV shows. And obviously, if you've heard me talk about it, you already know where I'm going with this. Because yes, I'm going to mention JoJo Part 6, and yes, I'm gonna fucking bitch about it. You know how fun it was being on, I mean, also, Twitter being a piece of shit now is also a part of it. But, like, you know how fun it was that when JoJo was coming out every week? Like, I caught up to JoJo in terms of, like, watching it on a week-to-week basis during Part 3. And then after I caught up to it, every episode was a thing on... Every episode was an event on social media. Every JoJo Friday was an event of people talking about, yo, these moments in that episode. Yo, Dio did the thing in the intro. Yo, they had, like, the sound effects. Yo, they, like, interpreted this, this scene, like, against Darby so well. They interpreted this scene against the other Darby so well. And then Part 4 comes out, and every single episode gets, like, there's a highlight of every single episode. Part 5 gets the biggest glow up ever. You get, like, people are just like, yo, the torture dance sequence. Yo, the way they interpreted King Crimson. Yo, some of these fights and how badass they are. Like, do you think, if things were coming out rapidly, no one would fucking remember Fisherman. Get out of here. Because Part 6 did that. Part 6 didn't come out all at once. Part 6 came out as 3 giant batches that had, like, nearly a year between them. So you'd have 1/3 of Part 6 all drop at once, and people would talk about all of those episodes that dropped, which I believe was... I can't remember how many they dropped at a time. I think it was like 12 or 13, because I think overall Part 6 is like 40-odd episodes. So it might be a little bit more than that. But say it's like 12. I could be wrong on the exact number. But like, so like, one episode of JoJo comes out per week, and social media is talking about that one episode a lot for like a day or two, a little bit less for like day 3 and 4, and there's like a couple little things for the rest of the week until the next episode comes out. And then that episode gets the same discussion. Then Part 6 comes out, and the first part of Part 6 has all 12 episodes talked about as all 12 episodes for the first day or two. And then a little bit less for like days 3, 4, and 5. And then the end of the week and people stop talking about it. And then no one talks about JoJo until the next part comes out. And it takes so fucking long for the rest of Part 6 to come out that people aren't even aware that Parts 2 and that the second and thirds of Part 6 ever fucking came out. So then no one talks about those. And it sucks! It's so bad! Like, one, like, when Part 3, like, when Part 4 and 5, they're the main ones because they didn't have a mid-season break. Part 3 had a mid-season break. But Part 4 and 5 didn't have a mid-season break, or there may have been a break of like a couple weeks. Not like a half a year like they did for Part 3. Surely the humidity levels are fine by now. Sure, the humidity levels are not changing that fucking frequently that they need to keep being adjusted. This robot's poisoning me. Part 4 and 5, because they were once a week for nearly a year straight, it was a case of every week, people get to talk about and re-talk about and digest every episode. But it also meant that Part 4 and Part 5 of JoJo were a consistent part of people's lives for nearly an entire year. And then Part 6 dropped 1/3 of its season all at once, and Part 6 of JoJo got to have, like, each individual episode take up much less attention, and it was part of people's lives for, like, a week or two. So it just doesn't... obviously, that's an... My face. I'm touching my face a lot here, so you can tell, because I'm getting very red. Like, obviously, that's the most extreme example, and it's the one I'm always going to default to when I talk about this topic, which I talk about a lot. That's always the one I'm going to talk about. I'm like... Also, if you're wondering why I'm talking so long right now, it's because I'm, like, this is intentional. I'm ranting about this for so long, because I'm intentionally trying to absorb this before we continue. This is intentional. If you're wondering, it's like, why have you stopped playing the game? This is intentionally me doing this. This is me forcing the game to take a fucking chill pill so I can have a little bit of breathing space before the next silly thing the game's gonna do. It's intentional. I'm just also having a talk about it. Like, obviously that's the most extreme example, but I am a person who loves shit to settle. I am always the person who's going to do that. The way I approach every aspect of my life is about this. Because things will it's why people have, like, some people have asked where it's just like, for the game series that people are super excited for me to do, something like Ace Attorney or Metal Gear. I do get people asking, oh, you beat, like, Ace Attorney 2, are you gonna start 3 soon? Like, are you gonna start 3 next week because you've beaten 2 now? And I'm taking longer than I would like between those games, because obviously I had a massive break where I couldn't stream, and then I came back to streaming, and now I've got all of these other things that I want to finish before I get back to those, but hopefully I'll start Professor Layton or something similar next week, so there is that. So I am taking longer than I would like between those games. But I've had people ask for the series they're really excited for, of just being like, oh, you beat 1 game in the series, does that mean you're going to start the next game, like, in a week or 2? And the answer is going to be, outside of, like, 1 time that I did it for Yakuza, which I regretted, by the way, it was too soon, the answer's always going to be no. Because I want enough time to fully decompress with that game and fully, like, absorb it by thinking about it and reflecting on it before I start the next entry. Because I did that with one of the Yakuzas. I think it was 3 to 4. It was a break of maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Between 3 and 4. And I ended up regretting it. That was too short of a break between Yakuzas. It was too short. I ended up burning out... Fortunately, Yakuza 4 had multiple playable characters, and the first one wasn't the same playable character from Yakuza 3, so it definitely helped. If it was just like a Yakuza 2 to 3 situation, I'd be fucked. But I regretted that, and it was like a full... I think it was 2, 3, or 4 week gap. So, I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing for me, is that there are moments in Rebirth where they aggressively go against that. There are several moments in Rebirth where they aggressively go against having things have any breathing room. Sometimes it's intentional, because the lack of breathing room is meant to be the shock factor. The lack of breathing room is meant to be what gets to you. Example, the boat going to Costa del Sol. The lack of breathing room between the Queen's Blood Tournament Happy Fun Times and, oh shit, the things being overridden by the Robes people being turned into Genova monstrosities. That lack of settle moment is intentional. Because that lack of settling is meant to unnerve you. It's meant to shock you. I don't think that's the intention when they hard cut from Yuffie magical girl transformation sequence and she's dancing with her girlfriends to there's an oily naked man on top of a monster truck flexing and he wants to fight you. I mean, part of it might meant to be that there is a lack of breathing room there intentionally. Maybe the intention is to overwhelm you. The intention may very well possibly be there that they want to overwhelm the player. That could very well be the intention for the beginning of the Gold Saucer here. It could be that the Gold Saucer is meant to be such an extreme level of extravagance. Like, Costa del Sol is a wacky haha fun time, but Costa del Sol's whole vibe is about a relaxing vacation on the beach. Something that a privileged few in this world can actually do because so many people are having terrible lives. There is also meant to be that contrast. So, like, you do more, like, date things, like, in the relaxation there. So maybe the idea is that the Gold Saucer is the pinnacle of Shinra's abundance, their excess, the overwhelmingness of it, the fact that you immediately enter it and it feels like everything is happening at once is meant to be the point. It's meant to get across how over the top the Gold Saucer is. It is meant to get across that towns like Corel are dying, and because with those deaths, like literal deaths because they killed a bunch of people there, all of that is meant to be a direct contrast of what Shinra is doing with their horrors and the awful things that they commit to the planet and the people on it. And it's meant to be overwhelming. It's meant to be too much for the player. It is meant to be absurdity pushed to its absolute extreme limits by being everything at once to get across the sheer level of over-the-topness that the Gold Saucer is. And that's fine. It's just, for me, it doesn't land. For me, again, as the person who wants everything to have breathing room, because that's how I reflect on things and think about things, it doesn't land for me at all, especially when it ends with the worst minigame that's ever existed. Like, I think about War Marker as a comparison. I think about War Marker as a comparison from Remake. And there are, like, there's a lot of over-the-top shit that happens in War Market, right? There's a lot of it. There's over-the-top moments of, obviously, the whole Colosseum where you fight the Hell House. There's the over-the-top moments where Cloud is getting a hand job and he comes so hard that he forgets himself. There's the over-the-top moments of Cloud's being put into a dress and now he is, like, doing these dance moves on stage and everything to try and impress people. There's over-the-top moments of everyone's in their badass outfits and dressing up and beating up Don Corneo and everything like that. There's a lot of these over-the-top, hell yeah, this is like wild and over the top and awesome moments in War Market. There's a lot of them. They don't happen back to back. None of them happen back to back. Every single one of those moments that I mentioned has at least some level of talking to people in between them or walking around the town of War Market or anything like that. So all of those moments stick in my memory, even though it's been this long since I played Remake. I mean, I also have played through Remake several times, so that's also probably part of it. So it's just when they do it non-stop here, it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. Again, this is the issue that I had with the Genova boat. We go from Genova boat to instant hard cut to beach times, let's celebrate, yay! But instead of, like, hard cut for a horrifying thing to that, like, the thing is, like, I would say we get enough. I would say there's enough downtime, even getting to the Gold Saucer. Like, going to the Gold Saucer, I think, works. Like, Barrett, like, we're going through a town, Barrett's being treated like shit, the people in the town are fucked, and they're all angry, and they're clearly not doing well, and, like, horrible things are happening to the town. And you get to the thing that takes you up to the Gold Saucer, and Barrett's talking about the horrors of what happened to the town and everything like that. But, like, even with that, there's enough of a downtime between, like even the way the conversation plays out, it's meant to deliberately wind you from one to another. You don't have, like, Barrett say, and that's how I killed all the people in my town. And then it immediately hard cuts to, like, Shiva, and Ifrit, phantoms outside the windows. Like, it doesn't immediately go from Barrett talking about that to, in a single second, those things coming out the windows. They, like, maneuver into that by having Yuffie talk about the fun they're gonna have. And Barrett has a back and forth with Yuffie about just being like, we're not gonna have fun there, it's just a tourist trap over the top nonsense. And Yuffie's just like, no, it's gonna be so fun, let's go. Come on, who's with me? And then all of the people get up to, like, look at the Gold Saucer as they come along. It's like, oh, you can see the Gold Saucer coming from here, we can look at that. And Barrett's just like, oh, I guess all of you just want to go and have fun and everything like that, and not care about the tragic backstory I just told you about. Like, there's still a natural weaving into it, it's not that long. It does also help that once you get to the gold saucer, you walk a bit. It does help that once you get to the gold saucer, before the glitz and the glamour overwhelm you, you are like walking through the back areas of it. That does also help. But like, there's not a ton of time between Barrett's little thing there and like the entering of the gold saucer, but like the conversation naturally weaves it into there. Like, it doesn't feel like that Barrett's thing was just dropped in a heartbeat with no extra thought behind it from the characters, and it just gets ignored now. Like, there's an intentional thing of just like, okay, we're not talking about that anymore. Let's just focus on the journey ahead. And he's like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay, hold on, we're not. Like, there's a natural weaving from one moment to the next. So it's not even that long time-wise, but it's enough. It's enough. And everything like that. My headphones died. And it's just, I feel like there's several moments in this game where I just don't get that. There's just so many moments where I'm just not given that. And it's just, yeah. It's really getting to me. And the thing is that, like, this has been an issue I've had with the game since the second stream. The game is constantly doing it to me. Because the second stream was a lot of calm. I get it, because we're in the city of calm. So it was a calm time after, you know, the intensity of the intro. And everything like that. But I was having this issue when we were in calm, specifically when it came to the tutorials. The tutorials were doing the exact same thing that I'm having an issue with in other moments. Of just there being, like, weird, hard contrast between the emotions that I'm meant to be having at moments, and the weaving between some of them sometimes just works really well, and then sometimes it is just like, hey, Cloud, do you know about folios? Yeah, of course I know about folios. Well, you can, like, adjust your folios if you want to. That's awesome. It's nice to know that I can adjust my folios. Hey, Red. Hey, Cloud, do you want to go and adjust your folios? I heard that when you level up your party level, you can adjust your folios even more. Thanks, Red. That's really helpful information. I'll be glad to check. I'll be glad to make sure that I look at my folios once I increase my party level. You get all of that dialogue before you learn what the fuck a folio is. Sorry, I'm gonna keep yelling about that because it's terrible and awful. So it's, again, this is an issue I've been having with the game from very early on. This is an issue that I keep having with this game, and at this point, I think I have to accept it's never gonna stop, and it's just gonna consistently piss me off. This game's like a 9 out of 10. This game is like a 9 to a 9.5 out of 10. Do not get me mistaken. But it's the 9.5 out of 10 that has pissed me off the most. Like, it's just like, it's turbo Hollow Knight in that regard. Hollow Knight's a game that I absolutely fucking love and adore. There's a shitload of Hollow Knight that I think is absolutely genius game design, absolutely incredibly inspired shit, some of the best of some of the things that it tries to go for that I've ever seen in any video game ever. But fucking Christ, does Hollow Knight piss me off sometimes. And this game is that, but the moments that it pisses me off are much more frequent. To steal a YouTube title. To steal a YouTube title from Yako CMN. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a frustrating 9.5 out of 10. I haven't seen the video, but that's what he used for Yako CMN used that for his Tears of the Kingdom. His title of Tears of the Kingdom is that Tears of the Kingdom is a frustrating 10 out of 10. I haven't obviously watched the video because I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom yet. But I know that's the title for his Tears of the Kingdom video. And I would not call this game a 10. But yeah, I think that's the way for me. This is, like, this game is a 9.5 out of 10, and it pisses me off more than any other 9.5 out of 10 I've ever played as. Seriously, can we burn this hotel to the ground? Can we seriously burn this hotel to the ground? You can't even sleep in the beds because they dangle plastic spiders in your fucking face. Sorry, Angela did mention things there. Way too over. My problem with the intro, true. It was way too overwhelming. There's no breathing room. Take everything in. The overuse of mini games in between suffers. Like this is something I don't like about this game. The episodes that come weekly do a bad job of building up hype and a big audience for your show. But when you drop the whole season at once, it's only there for a few days and poof, it goes away just like that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I am a person who takes my time with fucking everything in life, and sometimes this game does not want me to do that. The humidity levels have been so fucking adjusted. These are the most adjusted humidity levels that have ever existed in mankind. I do like this. This is a detail of Cloud that I consistently like. The consistent,
more tired than I thought,
deliberate focus on the last thing he does before bed is put down the sword. The first thing he does every time is pick up the sword.
Sorry,
they make
man. Feel like I failed you. Sorry, man. Feel like I failed you.
Fucking excuse me? Fucking excuse me? You know what? You know what? This would have been too much whiplash if I didn't stop to talk about the concept of whiplash for a good half an hour. Hi. That said move, and I couldn't move. Am I Cloud? Am I playing as Cloud where Zack is? Okay, no, wait. So I can move, wait. This is, okay. This is holy shit, this is actually... Gamers, we're experiencing the rare thing known as second-person gameplay. We are experiencing the incredibly rare phenomenon of second-person gameplay. First-person is when your field of vision is from the character you're playing as. Third-person vision is when your vision is from a third-party outside source. AKA, the source that you're looking from is nothing in-universe. That you're looking from. We are in a rare situation of second-person controls. The field of view that I have is from a character in-universe. That is the camera view that I am having, but I am controlling another character. I can move my camera seemingly as Cloud, but I am controlling Zack. Hardcore second-person gameplay.
Didn't peg you as a bookworm.
But I'm pretty sure she would have pegged you a lot. Sorry, I said that? I'm assuming, like every other moment, that we've played as Zack in this game. And by that I mean the 2 other moments we've done that. I think one was last stream or the stream before, and then the other one was the beginning of the fucking game. Oh. I guess I'm not allowed to look at the materia? Oh, okay. There was a prompt to look at the materia. I guess I'm not allowed to do that now. Devs really want to... I feel like the devs have wanted to make sure that we see Erebus' feet multiple times in this game. Her feet are a critical plot point. Yeah, it's Cloud. He's in a wheelchair. And now we're back to third person. I didn't get to look at the materia. Shit. There was a prompt to look at the materia. I thought that was going to be the last thing to do. Oh, lighting. Oh, lighting in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You really are the second biggest problem with this game. The first one being pacing. You really are. As I've said, and I stand by it, I will continue to say it. I like how every flower, every photo is just the flowers. I stand by it and I'll keep saying it. Oh, fuck that, I'm gonna have a bucket. She's gonna wake up. The most frustrating 9.5 out of 10 I've ever played. Blessed is meant you to go back in. This room's in the previous game. This room's in the previous game. Welcome back to Midgar. Welcome back to Midgar. I can't see the Bender's big score in the sky, unfortunately, from here. There is too much bloom. I'm not allowed to look. I'm not allowed to look. But yeah, anyway, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's an objectively terrible game, and everyone who likes it is a dumber person for liking it. That's what, if you're about to comment on YouTube, that's what you should take away from this. This is what I'm telling you. Hey, Marlene.
Would you care to join us?
Definitely. I'm starved.
You're supposed to say thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you're supposed to say it now.
Thank you.
One cracker. I'm now full.
Hey, did someone come by the house last night?
Dog, I love Zach.
You must mean Biggs. He was just dropping off some food.
Then what's with the sneaking around?
You've seen those wanted posters all over town? Well, his face is on them.
Biggs? Holy shit.
How do you know him?
I'd rather let him explain. So long as Marlene's here, he'll come around again.
He won't. Biggs isn't coming back. Tifa isn't coming back. Daddy isn't coming back. Nobody's coming back ever again.
Sure they will. And I know just how to prove it to you. I'll go and get Biggs. Right now.
Mean it?
Always do. Honest and true. Let me guess. You don't like dumb rhymes.
No, I like rhymes sometimes.
Not bad, kid.
Chat, does everyone agree that Zack's the best character in the game? Even though you answering that is probably
Not
a spoiler.
bad, kid.
So Cloud's hearing Zack's voice? Gonna poison a brain by telling you that people exist that ship Zack with Aerith's mom? But his girlfriend is like right there. Is this just an incest fantasy thing? Is this just incest fantasy? Because they're just like, oh, it's because like she's gonna be there and Aerith's gonna be there. Oh, you get to be with the mother and the daughter at the same time. A thing I'll never understand. Okay, the older women self-insert, that's fine. If you want to imagine that you're Elmira and that you're with Zack, that's okay. That one's fine. But for the other people, I'm expecting it to be a, oh, I could be with the mother and the daughter at the same time. Whoa. That's my imagination. Not my imagination, not what I imagine. Or it's what I imagine other people are imagining. It's not what I'm... It's not what I'm imagining. It's Emeliance all over again. It's Emeliance all over again. I don't know, but I have been warned by Clone that this isn't like this sounds like the Emeliance situation. Where it's like you can't find anything of Emeliance because people are gonna put Alice there. It's the same thing again. It's the same thing again. Chat, if I answer this door, how big of a thing is it gonna be? Like, is it gonna be a thing? I can be with the mother and then the daughter and then go get some burgers. If I open this door, is it gonna be like a thing? Is it a thing? How much of a thing is it going to be if I open the door? Because I'm just thinking of ending the stream. I know it's a short one, and I know the last, like, 10% of it was nothing, more than 10%, honestly, was me rambling. I'm aware of that, but also, like, I had to start stream late today. I had to stay back at work late today, so it's, like, it's 7 p.m. for me. I usually want most of my streams to end between 6 and 6:30. It's a decent-sized thing. Yeah. If you prefer Aerith with Cloud, then you gotta have Zach with someone, right? Call me stepdaddy, Aerith. It's gonna be a thing? Okay. Then, we'll probably end today here instead of doing the thing. Because if it's gonna be a thing, then I don't know if we have time for a thing. I'm just worried about, like, if it's gonna be a big thing, then it's just like it's 7 p.m. for me, which also means it's probably late as hell for everyone who isn't Angela in chat right now. Maybe I can't remember where Rebel lives in the world. I do apologize. I can't remember where you live, but yeah. I didn't remember, but it's late, so I would not mind if you end. See, there we go. It'll also give me time to naturally decompress. Oh, I'm in the Halloween lighting, and I'm in the cursed Halloween mode of the main menu. I'm in the cursed version of this menu. Oh, no. It's spooky. I really do feel like we're rapidly advancing through these chapters. I feel like we are really rapidly advancing through these chapters. Like, we were in chapter 4 at like 40 hours, and now at 60 hours we're at 8. Like, up to this point we were doing like 1 chapter every like 10 hours. Again, I'm the world's slowest gamer. And then in the next 20 hours we did another 4 chapters. This is what happens when you don't have open world sections. We've been going very rapidly. But yes, I will end it there. I apologize to people who wanted me to be super excited about Gold Saucer. Maybe the actual... Do I play off screen? For this game, no. Nope. Basically, every game that you see me play, I don't play off stream. Basically, every game I do on stream, I don't play off stream. The only things on stream that I play off stream Final Fantasy 14 and Monster Hunter, and even then I do 0 story-based stuff. Everything story-based is on stream for everything, but I play 0, like, for this, for Yakuza, for Mario Kart World, even at this point, because I haven't finished all of, like, the new content. None. I don't have time, honestly. Oh, outside of just, like, I save everything for stream so people can see everything. I just don't have time. I work like 5 to 6 hours, and then I come home and I stream for like 4 to 5 hours. I have time to do like a couple of roulettes in 14 while I like do housework and have dinner and shower and everything. I don't have time. But yeah. People want to see me do everything. But yeah, I apologize if you're super excited to me seeing the Gold Saucer, but let's like take this as a consolidation. Here's what I'm hoping is going to be the next stream. Here's what I hope the next stream will be. We've seen on the map for the Gold Saucer a shitload of different places to go. So here's what I'm hoping the rest of the Gold Saucer is. The rest of the Gold Saucer, what I'm hoping is that we go to one location, we do the one thing that location has, and when we finish that, we walk around with characters in that area for a little bit to like check out the location, maybe any vendors or any like NPCs to talk to. And then we walk back from that location to another one, do the one thing there, and then like walk around there a little bit, then walk back. What I'm trying to say is that maybe next time in the Gold Saucer, because there's a lot of different areas, there's probably going to be a lot of different things happening. But I imagine all of those things, it literally won't hard cut from one to the next. So maybe I'll actually enjoy the rest of the Gold Saucer if we can comfortably move from one thing to the next without it being a smash cut. Like if we go from, like, I don't think they're going to smash cut from, congratulations, you got the final gold cactuar in Leap of Faith. You are now instantly controlling a chocobo in chocobo racing. Oh, you crossed the finish line in chocobo racing? You are now instantly putting minions on your Lord of the Minion board. And there is literally no downside. I have this funny feeling that the rest of the Gold Saucer probably won't do that because everything is far away from each other. So maybe it'll be better. Except for when we have to play that boxing minigame. There's no way they're tutorializing me on that not to play more of that. That thing was fucking dog shit. I don't want to play more of that. That made my hands want to throw up. To make up for today's... Jesus Christ, Rebel! Thank you. Thank you, Rebel. I don't know how it works that chat pays me 1,500 bits because the game annoyed me. I don't know if that works out. I don't know if that makes sense, but I appreciate the money anyway. It's always a nice little... I don't rely on Twitch or YouTube income for anything, but it's always a nice surprise when I get it. I'm just like, oh, nice. That'll like cover when I go to like a concert later this week or next week, and I can like buy dinner and a couple of drinks and maybe a band shirt from there. Band shirts are expensive. Like sub to me on Twitch and everything so I can buy more band shirts. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want me to buy more band shirts for stream. I literally bought this one yesterday. I was at a concert yesterday. That's why I was busy yesterday. I literally bought this yesterday. So today's lesson, minigames side. I'm fine with minigames. My issue with minigames is not their frequency in this game. Paying for your brain thoughts. My issue with minigames is not how many of them there are in this game. Or like the pacing or anything. That's not my issue with the minigames in this game. My issue with minigames in this game is that the completion metrics are way too high. My issue with minigames in this game is the fact that the top like 5 hardest things that I've done in this game so far have all been minigames. That's my issue with the minigames in this. Is that it feels like the base normal game that you do the combat in is like fun and like not challenging, but fun and interesting and like, oh, you feel like workout plans and then you succeed and it feels satisfying. And then a lot of the minigames that I've played have been excruciatingly hard to actually finish, and it drives me insane. That's my issue with minigames. It's a very easy way to cheat the boxing game if you decide to do it. I might have to because I don't want to play it because it seems like it's garbage. Thank you all so much for watching, though. I'm going to go eat dinner. Thank you all so much for watching. I just said that. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll say it a third time. And until next time, this is version 2, signing out.